Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of The Last of Us Part 2. When we last left off, Ellie had. So we sort of picked up in the wake of Ellie, and significant story spoilers. So if you tripped in here by accident, please take a moment to just mute or get out. I always want to make sure that people have an opportunity, just in case they've clicked through onto this by accident. With that said, Ellie had discovered that Dina was pregnant. Dina was feeling real bad, so Ellie went out on her own to try to track down reports that they heard on the radio of a single armed male who was attacking the wolves, and in the hopes that she would find Tommy, instead came across Jesse after a whole bunch of combat encounters. Jesse was there. Jesse was very badly wounded, but appeared to be stable as of the last time that we saw him, and Ellie and Jesse were able to get back to the theater where Dina was. Jesse has not yet been informed of the fact that Dina is pregnant and that the child is almost certainly his. I mean, as far as we know, just based on who we know that Dina's been with, that seems extremely likely. And it feels to me a great deal like Ellie is concerned about her relationship with Dina. And I will say that as the outside observer, I don't think that she has any reason to be. Surely the existence of a baby with somebody else is going to be it's going to add a really significant element onto their relationship. But I don't get the sense offhand that Dina is interested in getting back together with Jesse. It feels to me like Dina is all in with Ellie. It's always going to take me a second to switch between names. It feels to me like Dina's all in with Ellie, so we will see how that progresses, although not right away, because after that we had a scene with Ellie, by measures, re-confronting Joel. It was a very illuminating scene that we got at the end of the previous episode where we got a lot of insight for the first time into exactly what Ellie makes of the lies that Joel told at the end of the first game, specifically that Ellie appeared to accept what Joel said at the time, but upon further reflection and a couple years, this was like 2 years earlier than where we're playing, after a couple years of living in the community, Ellie has really come to question the truth of what Joel said, and that this has been gnawing at her for some time. And where we will be picking up is that Ellie is on the road again by herself. This time, following up on another lead as to one of the wolves that they know is associated with Abby. And with that, we should be able to jump straight in here. We're recording this on a Monday, and this may not be one of our longer streams. I may have said that for the last episode, which I think went on for a solid 4.5 hours. But we may be up against a hard stop at some point. Hopefully we will try to find a good chapter break by the time that it's time for us to bail out. But for the record, this may not be one of those episodes that goes on into the wee hours of the morning. On the plus side, feeling way better than the last episode. I went into the last episode feeling really, really fatigued, and that has fortunately passed. So this is a brand new. It's not the brand new area. We are actually right outside the theater. So although I believe that we looked into all of this stuff when we arrived at the theater, let me just take a quick run around here. We'll just make sure that Ellie didn't miss anything, or maybe a whole quiver of arrows blew into the area overnight. Oh my goodness, hello to both Chivalry and More Than a Mia, who have just resubscribed. Yes, the first of the month. I low-key really enjoy the fact that the first of the month will often bring some resubscriptions if we are fortunate enough to have people look at. Oh yeah, Route 5.
That way.
Yeah. Oh, no, game. I know where we're going. I just wanted to take a quick look around out here. But yeah, Mia, Chivalry, I hope that you guys are having a great Monday. And in the event that you guys are driving, we will try to provide some... Do I want to go through here? This is not Route 5. I'm going to go through here. Because I don't remember going through a turnstile before. Okay. Or maybe this is how we came to be in this area. You know something? You know, it's been a few days, but I want to say that this is how we came to be in this area, in the theater area, in the first place. Although I don't remember going to a Quick Mart. Maybe we were here at some point. I don't remember. I don't need that bottle. For all I know, this is where we were supposed to be, that we were going to go 10 steps down Route 5, and then Ellie was going to say, oh, well, I'm going to grab this shotgun shell.
Who knows how many wolves are at that hospital?
Oh, well, this was already worth it. We found a card. Randy Stiles. And how? So it looks like he generates portals. Once, he was Dr. Uckman's research partner, working late nights to develop all manner of technology for the betterment of mankind, until one day he just vanished. Months later, reports surfaced of Stiles showing up in numerous places all over the world. A brief appearance in Mexico, a short stint in Japan, a materialization in the Australian outback. With each visitation, he helps people in need and vanishes again. Some speculate Stiles obtained this ability through an accident with Dr. Uckman's experimental quantum teleporter, though he vehemently denies those claims. Well, what does he say? And also, if he's just helping people, why is he midway between hero and villain? Seems pretty heroic to me if he's just sort of showing up, helping people, and then taking off. Is he also, like, I don't know, stealing corporate secrets or whatever? Wow, bottles galore. Is there anything else over here? Lotto machine. What do you think Ellie would make of, like, a lotto scratch ticket? Like, hey, Ellie, before the fall of society, you could pay money, and they'd give you this little thing, and you scratch it off with a quarter and win nothing. I mean, there's a fleetingly small percentage chance that you'd win something, but usually it's just nothing. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. How am I doing on crafting materials? So, actually very well. Actually very well. Yeah. I have... Let's not make anything yet, but it's time to keep in mind... Okay, I'm just checking out that machete and everything. Alright, this is pretty good. Alright, nothing else in here. And we'll just check these shelves here as we go. Okay. And that's it, unless there's another entrance. I don't think there's an entrance down here or an exit. Nope, that's all overgrown. And everybody knows you can't push through ivy. It's rude. Dr. Teflon says he already won $100. On a scratch ticket or just in general? Teflon, I hope that you're having a great Monday. And are in the mood for some fun adventures. Can I cop up here? No, too short. Oh, wait, hold on. Am I stuck here forever? Oh, uh-oh. Well, we'd better find another way out. So, I can either push something up against this blue container, or there must be another exit that I've overlooked. Including just climbing out this window. That was easy.
Progress.
Crisis averted. I have a feeling this is the way that I was supposed to go, because now it's feeling too elaborate. Either that, or we're gonna wind up back at Maria's house, and like, whoops, sorry. You guys might want to send out a party for Dina and Jesse. Nice! Okay, so Dr. Teflon is confirming that his dad bought him 5 scratch tickets, and one of them had $100 on it. I did win something on a scratch ticket once. It was put under the windshield wiper of my mom's car while we were inside the mall, and she said that I could scratch it off, and we won. And what it was that we won was a trip to go get sold a timeshare, once you read what the actual fine print was. So, of course, we did not go to do that. I've always been curious, like, I think I am immune to the kind of high-pressure sales tactics that they would use to try to sell me a timeshare. However, I'm not confident enough that I want to go waste my time testing it. And others have said, no, everybody thinks that. It's like everybody thinks they can win it. Uh-oh. 3-card Monty. And you can't. All right, so let's definitely not... What's the listen button again? All right. All right, so if I go in here, I have to be quiet. I think I want to go in there. Well, actually, I mean, let's really take a look. Is it what... I like to explore every single thing in the world because, for me, it's... I don't want to miss content. I don't... There's times where I'll skip, like not skip, but, like, sneak past fights and not do them. But I always wonder afterwards, did I diminish my own experience by not doing everything that there was to do? And I'm thinking that we can probably... That clicker is standing still. I think that we can make use of this bow. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to make sure that we get these shotgun shells prepped. And then what we're going to do is switch this out for a bow. Oh, hello to Diesel! Diesel, I hope you're having a great Monday. Okay, we are not allowed to go in there. Now, I can smash out this window. So here's a question that I continue to have. The last time that I tried to shoot somebody through a window, the arrow appeared to phase through the solid glass without breaking it. Either that or it punctured a hole so small that, like, a microscope couldn't pick it up. Let's give it a shot. I've never seen a clicker jump over a barricade. This might be the first time. All right, do your scream. Oh, these guys can jump over barricades, though. I was about to pop up and shoot the clicker, but... Yeah, Diesel Man, I hope that you're having a great Wednesday and happy gaming in general. Now, this is a dangerous combination. We got one person with eyes and one person with ears. Oh, nope. Get down, get down. Okay. We might get that arrow back, too. Oh, what did I say? Weekend? Hey, Diesel, who says that he's having a pretty good day, about to head to church in a bit for a meeting, but wanted to come hang out with here first. Diesel, that's great. I hope that you have a good meeting. And... Oh, good. We got that arrow back. This is bad. All right, so let's practice our new dodging technique. Dodge accomplished. Wait, oh, hold on. This is new. View and collectibles.
God damn it.
WLF target list. Let's see what this says. Woods. Here's the list of deserters. I can't read that first name. Jiso Hung. So is that, Huang? That's my best guess, and I might be saying that incorrectly. Then Andre Dominguez, Chris Marsh, and Adam Peters. We know some of the supplies they stole contained weapons. Be careful. While it's preferable to capture them alive, do not risk your lives. Any sign of danger, you have my permission to take them out. If they wanted to leave, we could have worked something out, but desertion combined with stealing cannot be tolerated. We need to make an example here. May your survival be long, and may your death be swift. Good luck, Isaac. We're definitely gonna have to meet Isaac at some point. Oh, hello to Brian. Devlon says that Monday was surprisingly okay, given that it is a Monday. Yeah, it was one of those days that was very productive. Again, every once in a while I'll be like, oh, like today was real rough, or like I'm really tired. Like this was a very productive day. Give me that arrow. Yes. All right. I don't think I've gotten any headshots with this bow up until this episode, and now I've gotten like 3, if not in a row, then at least in close proximity to one another. How are we doing? Okay, so I can definitely get that alcohol without any fear. Let's grab that. I should probably stop. Why is this flashing or is it glass? I think it's just glass. Yeah, today was very productive. It was like, let's get a lot of stuff done. Let's oh, look at that. That's perfectly going to fill up my alcohol. So, Brian, I don't like I want to address a question that Brian had asked. How do I make this button? Oh, and I should probably ooh, no. I used all my blades. So I've got 2 more swings of this machete, and then I don't get to swing it anymore because it'll be broken. Unless I can find a pair of scissors someplace. So Brian had an interesting encounter where reportedly a landlord from someplace that he lived 4 years ago suddenly contacted him and indicated that he owed back rent, which is an interesting thing for someone to bring up 4 years after you move out. So I said to him what I would repeat on stream here. I don't know a lot of things, but I know at least a little bit about tenancy laws. And I advised Brian to take a look at what the statute of limitations was, and he said that he checked into it and it was only a year. Yeah, because as it turns out, it's not fair to ask somebody half a decade after the fact to go back and prove whether or not they... That's perfect. Whether or not they paid something. Brian paid it. Everybody knows that he paid it. If he hadn't paid it, his landlady would have come after him 3.5 years ago at the most, and instead waited until, conveniently enough, there's a massive pandemic and a lot of landlords are finding that they are they're not bringing in the revenue that they had expected and now are looking for ways to supplement that. Whether or not Brian's landlady is fallen on hard times due to the pandemic or not, it's inappropriate to reach out to Brian 4 years after the fact. Look at this. We still have as many arrows as I went in with. That's great. And there is... Yeah, the trouble is... So I'm going to pick this up, even though it's, you know, slightly wasteful. It's like 5% wasteful. Not quite enough scissors. Actually, not enough scissors by a lot. Yeah, I feel pretty confident in saying to you, if you are listening here, if you get some letter in the mail or a telephone call saying, you owe me money, pay up, stop, say nothing, contact, if you need to, if you feel like you need to, contact some legal representation, but otherwise look up what your rights are, because I am familiar with that as being a shakedown tactic, not a legitimate concern. So I'm probably just going to try to go out the door because I don't want to smash out this glass. I'm just looking to make sure. I want to make sure I don't get jumped on the way out. And I feel like smashing the glass is going to make way more sound.
All right.
I would dare say that I've known more people than not known. Okay, so here's a scar graffiti. So really swap out to the... Let's put the silencer on. Let's have that ready. I have not fired the silencer yet. I'm sure we'll get there, but for the time being, it has gone unfired. So we're up to half a blade now? Yeah. I need one more half blade, and then we can make our machete whole again. And, wait, tape, and yes! Awesome. All right, let's get that done. Boom. Nailed it. Yabba-dee-dee. Nothing here. Okay. One of the reasons that I'm interested in Ellie's, like, opinions or perceptions of the world that came before is that, like... Oh, well, hold on. Let me make a note of this, and then we'll look in the journal. Oh, the journal might also have some more information. We haven't looked at it recently. There might be entries that we've not yet read. Okay, yes, there is. Okay. Jesse's here. This is good. He can help protect Dina. It felt good having him around to deal with the WLF. Maybe he can help us find these people more quickly. I don't want to hear anything about turning back. All right. And then, so here's that pending, it seems to make all the sense in the world that the scars are the adherents of whatever weird religious sect this is. So there's their symbol, and it says, feel her love. Who the fuck are these people? Why did they do this? Well, do what, Ellie? I mean, I don't have a sense on what they've done, except that they painted some blood up here. So far, all I've seen is violence against the scars. I have every expectation that they are going to be lunatic fundamentalists who come charging out with, like, bombs strapped to their chest or whatever. But until we actually meet them, I will note that it's similar to in the previous episode when I said, well, we're assuming lone male with gun is Tommy, but let's be open to other ideas. It did not occur to me that it would be Jesse. I'll clarify that right now. I had no idea who else it might be. It could have been a complete stranger for all I know. It could have been who was David's associate in the first game? James? Was that it? Boy, I can't remember real life person names. I can remember Last of Us names, I guess. I'm pretty sure that was James. So, like, it could have been James. Now, I can smash out this window. Is there any purpose to doing it? No, that ledge outside is not wide enough to stand on. I don't think I can go up. Oh, is there anything inside the elevator, do you think? I'm going to go inside the elevator. Nope. Wait, no, exactly in what way is this 1/4 of a bottle? Look at it. It's a full bottle. Maybe it just has a hole in one side or something. Although that would raise the question, how do you add more parts to that carry? Wait, what am I carrying? Okay, rope. Okay, so if I, yep, okay, hold on. If I smash out this window and loop the rope up over there, we should be able to, like, swing across, do you think? I don't really know what I'm looping onto, though. There's, like, a glass awning. But I'll tell you what, now we can see that there is a purpose in going out here. So let me just set down this rope. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, I thought she was coiling it up, not making a big tangle. All right, we're gonna just brick this. Maybe you dangle the rope and then climb up the outside? I'm not sure. All right, let's grab this. All right, let me walk this rope over here. This doesn't seem right, but... yeah, this doesn't there's nothing to do with it here. I'm thinking that we smash out this window and then dangle it from here. Or like toss it over there. So let's set down the rope. This is going to cost me my bottle. Not real happy about that. Is this another... Oh, there's a brick right here. Perfect. Yeah. That glass awning prevents me from getting over that loop. Yeah, that's not there. And from here, I could just climb right back up here, it looks like. So what am I missing? What am I missing? How do I use this rope to get in that door? Oh, wait! Maybe you smash out the glass awning. Of course. Where do you do that? Right over here? Like right there, I'd say? Then you swing across? Yeah, makes the most sense that I can think of. I must have said glass awning 5 times. It didn't occur to me to break it. That's really going to cut the shit out of that rope. All right. Yeah, it looks like the right length. So when I jump over to it, does anybody remember what button it is to catch? Oh, it's automatic. Okay. And now R1 to swing? Yes. All right. I might have to go down a little bit because we're too close. Yeah, let me get a little bit more swing in my step here. Okay, remember, Ellie, bend your knees. It doesn't feel close enough, does it? Try it from here. Okay, one more. Back. And... Yeah! Oh, Ellie, come on. Did I, you know something? I think I smashed out the wrong thing. I think I had to do it over there. Oh boy. Could this be it? Let me try it one more time. And come on, Ellie. Oh god. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to shoot out one of the other sections over there. I think I made a bad decision about which one to get. Oh, Ellie, come on. Okay, in fairness, that window edge is just jagged glass. I guess I'm just accustomed to game characters, including Ellie, who are a little bit more willing to grab onto ledges. My understanding is that that game Journey? Okay, I'm going to have to walk the long way up. I did this perfectly wrong. In testing, my understanding is that they removed the arms from the character in Journey. Actually, that's perfect. Let me just grab that bottle. That's exactly what I need. Because there was no mantling mechanic in the game. There was no capacity for the character to, like, grab onto a ledge. And if the character had visible arms, players became frustrated, like, why won't it grab onto that ledge? So once they removed the arms, then they were able, then players stopped asking that question. So it helped to clarify what the character would and wouldn't do. All right. Liu. Did it. I was tapping circle to, like, try to roll out of that, but no dice. So I'm only coming back in here to get another bottle, because there was one right here at the base of the elevator. And now we can go into the room with all the cool stuff that Ellie wants to have. I think. Here it is. Now the only question is, how do I get her to, like, grab onto that ledge? Or am I trying to swing to the green thing? Okay, that was me pressing full forward, and she just didn't want to go through that. Ellie has the upper body strength to drag herself up the side of a vertical wall like she's Batman from the old 60s television show, but not enough to apparently make it into that window that's right in front of her. So let's try to get to this green thing. Finally. Alright, I don't need that bottle. The good news is I don't need a lot, but if I find some blades, we might make some more arrows. Oh, hello to Drienne! Drienne, you're just in time for us to learn about Shift. Assuming that it brings it up. Oh, Shift has a completely different art style than so many of the others that we've seen. At first glance, Gale Price looks and acts like a typical teenager, mood swings and all. But these mood swings power her ability to increase the velocity of matter. When happy, she directs this power outwards, increasing the speed of her allies and throwing her enemies off balance. When sad, she directs this power inward, allowing her to outrun her enemies and making the rest of the world feel sluggish. Though powerful, she's an unpredictable ally and an easy target for the mind manipulation tricks of Motivator. We probably know who Motivator is, but I've forgotten. Turns out that I'm not keeping a detailed mental list of these people. Simon, I hope you never read this note. I hope I can crumple it up, burn it when you return for us. It's been, I don't even know how many hours since you left. I went out to look for you, and these hooded people spotted me. They shouted at me, called me a sinner, and then started shooting. Yeah, see, this is kind of what I expect from this weird religious sect. I ran back in and barricaded the door. All I can hear is the rain, but I'm worried they're still out there. Should I run? Should I stay? I feel completely paralyzed. Go up. I'm sorry I got so sick. I'm sorry I let you go to the hospital by yourself. I'm sorry I didn't stay hidden like you told me. If anything happens to me, I want you to know how much I love you. Please come back. I'm so scared. Signed, Paige.
Man.
There's nothing at all for me to do with this cloth? No, there really isn't. But there's plenty for me to do with these blades. We'll check the whiteboard in just a second. I really want to put bullets into those televisions because it's just one of those questions that you always have when you are playing a game like this. Like, what is the degree of environmental damage? However, like, I'm not going to spend a bullet and arrow on that. That might be the bullet / arrow that saves Ellie's life. Or ends that of one of her enemies. I can't believe I don't need that. Okay. Anything on the whiteboard? Oh, there is. Need bandages, painkillers, vitamins, antacids, thermometer, but not pillows. Bandages and pillows they got. And they were up here for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 37 days. 37. At least they didn't go with 28 days, as in 28 days later. That'd be a little bit too cute. Is there anything else in this office building? Why did I come up to the elevator shaft? Huh, this might be it. For this building, I mean.
There we go.
I didn't notice previously that this head is off. Oh, that's what I think maybe Ellie was asking. Why did they do this? Well, I mean, Ellie, you're not too fond of the wolves either. Oh, hello to Zaja. Zaja, we watched your... Hello to everybody coming over. We are playing The Last of Us Part 2. We're being very careful to avoid any spoilers, but if you are of a mind to see a lot of brutality and sometimes some interesting foibles, welcome. And I hope that you had a great time watching Zaja. I was about to say to Zaja that we watched the... without specifying which game it was, there was a fun moment when Zaja's character was being advised to go after them when they're at their most vulnerable. And Zaja nodded very sagely and said, yes, when they're pooping. That was a very fun clip. And it's true. It's true. If you want to catch somebody with their pants down, go at them when their pants are down. It works every time. Hello to Loki with Glasses and Magic Wonder. I hope that you guys have had a great Monday so far. So far, this episode has been a quieter one, with Ellie off on her own and exploring some areas for salvage. It's also at least possible that I'm going the completely wrong way, but the game is allowing me to do that so far, so... Oh, nope, we're back on Route 5. We're going the completely right way. I feel like I can get in here. And how on earth could any of us resist?
All right.
Hello to Shirko, who says that Zaja, presumably Zaja, did that to them once, and that's how they wound up like this. Yeah, it only takes once, doesn't it? Somebody comes at you just once when you're pooping, and then you're like, never again. By the way, Mia must not watch that clip. For the record, it is from a game that Mia has not yet played, but will be, and I know that she's here, or sort of like in the vicinity, so regrettably, I'd have to advise Mia, do not watch the Zaja clip that we are discussing. Okay, so we have a pushable. We have and we have this. So we can get the pushable out, I expect. We pull that up, and then we push the pushable out, and I bet we can climb over the wall on the far side. Before we do that, let's take a look around in here. Yeah, let's file the Zaja clip away for... Well, first of all, I've already described it. But after Mia has played the game in question. But also, let's not tell her which game it is, because then all she will want to do is, like, stake out the bathrooms. Oh, okay. Mia has, in fact, already seen it. And true, it is not much of a spoiler. I'm just looking to see if there's anything I can or should be doing with that scissor lift. Nope. All right. So here's what we do. We open up the gate. We push out the pushable. If this brings hell down upon us, then... Oh, you know what we have to try out at some point? If we lay down a trip mine, can we pick it back up?
Damn it.
Huh. That's unexpected. If we get it right up against here... Like, in the real world, it might, like, catch the edge or whatever. But I don't think in the game it will. Yeah, see how it nudges a little bit further back? So... I thought I had a good thing going. Yeah, so since the secret's out, Zaja, in, you know, broadly speaking, how are you feeling about, let's... I've played all the way through, but for the sake of people otherwise here who have not yet played the Batman Telltale games, what are your thoughts so far? I had a good time, and I think we have both of the Batman seasons up. My own thoughts will be... So I can't move the camera or anything like that.
Okay, fine. Don't stay open.
If there was like an incline here, then we could put something there and then it might roll. Oh, that's what we do. That's what we do. It's not that the incline is at the door. It's back here. So here's what we got to do. We got to get this up to the top and then get down there and yank it open before it rolls all the way down. Oh, this is a very bad idea. Okay, so... yeah, basically I just push it to about... here? Here. Okay. Here. Alright, so I'm going to let go, run down there, and grab the chain. Go! Ah!
Actually worked. That's pretty smart, Ellie.
Zasha is saying that she loves it. Yeah, I had a good... So, it's not entirely true. I had a bad experience with the first season of Batman. This is a story that I've shared, I think, in both seasons. Telltale used to have the Telltale Cloud, which ostensibly would allow you to keep your save games and then transfer them as necessary from the, like, say, the Xbox 360 to the PlayStation 4 or whatever else. It would basically create cross-compatible saves that would allow you to always preserve your progress. Hey, thumbs up, that sounds great. Well, the first game that I played that had that feature was the first season of Batman. And I played all the way through the first season. I want to say that we even streamed it. And then came back the following week for episode 2, and it said... And bear in mind, like, it was streamed, so it was online. Like, the thing was connected the whole way through. And played through, finished, no problems whatsoever. Went into the second episode, and it said, hey, there's a discrepancy between the cloud save and your local save. Oh, hold on.
There's the hospital. Fuck. Thought I'd be closer.
Oh, hold on. We're getting some details here. I think this is it. Watch for the big red sign. Like, I know that's a very simplistic doodle, but it's still better than I can do. And Zaja was saying that that they solve puzzles slowly and okay. I assure you, hang out here long enough and you will see me get good and stumped on something. Sometimes the thing about games is that, like, sometimes you're just looking at a puzzle from the wrong angle, or you haven't encountered this style of puzzle before. I could have easily been stumped on that puzzle for a good long time. Look how much I think just before you came in, or right when you came in, we were solving a rope swinging puzzle. There is a door right... No. Okay, case in point. Don't fall. Do I just... None of these are open. I have to expend my bottle. Huh? Okay. Anyway, to finish out the Batman story real quick, it deleted my save game. It said, do you wanna like copy over the latest data, the most current data? And I said, sure, why wouldn't I? And it deleted all of my progress. So I'm trying to remember, did we do like Minecraft story mode or something else? I think I might have done something else altogether for 5 or 6 weeks, and then circled back to it when I could like replay all of the lost section and not feel like I was just, not have it be too fresh. Other than that, though, oh, actually, there was one other thing. There was, for some reason, the first season of Telltale's Batman wouldn't read the wireless Xbox 360 controller that I've mostly used. Like, right now, they're playing this on a PlayStation controller. Usually, when I'm playing, like, Red Dead or something, I'm just looking for a safe way down. Usually, when I'm playing on Red Dead or something, that's an Xbox One controller. But it used to be a wireless Xbox 360 controller, and it was great, and I loved using it. Except, for the Telltale Batman game where it worked for 90% of things. Oh, is that a ladder? No. The triggers would not work in the Telltale Batman game. And as a result, am I supposed to jump over there? That's not much of a fall, but if I miss, I die. Hold on a second. I don't think I like this idea. So there was one section in the first season there, episode 1, season 1, that can I go under here? Yep. Okay. Well, that was better than jumping, I think. Oh, hello to Club. There was one section where Batman just got killed over and over and over and over again, and I was explaining to the chat, I promise you, I know where the trigger is. I am pressing the trigger. It is not working. Well, there's a bottle in there, which means I don't have a bottle, and I need that bottle. Let me just double check here real quick. We'll go back up. Oh, Club just gifted a subscription. Oh, Club, thank you so much. That's awesome. Yeah, so the gifted subscription went to Zaja, and congratulations to her. If you check it out, we've got some awesome emotes that were made by Papalatko. All of them were done at Papulatko. Papalatko just recently finished up Disco Elysium, and I am hesitant to predict something too far in advance, but I would... Between you, me, and the wall here, I would... Wait, that's a terrible nickname. Don't know. Oh, no, don't. Okay. I did not mean a person by that. It's just an expression. Let's redo. Just between the bunch of us here, I would pencil in Disco Elysium for sometime in 2021. I think that that's going to get played. So, I bet I smashed that window out. Can I jump up there? How's her vertical? That looks like she can make that for sure. The only trouble is, so I can shoot it out with a bullet. I really don't want to. Let me just see. Is there a brick or something? Drienne is very interested in playing Disco Elysium. Here's the thing from my understanding about Disco Elysium. You, me, Mia, Feecrest, Club, Zaja, and Jade May could all play Disco Elysium and have a very different experience from one another. So I am very much looking forward to it. To give you a sense, and this is, if I repeat this, this is not me overselling it, but rather Josh Sawyer, who is the lead developer, lead creator of... I'm just going to have to shoot out that window. Damn it. Like Pillars of Eternity and stuff like that. He gave a talk, a GDC talk about like branching narrative design, and he quote unquote joked, yeah, this is my least valuable bullet, so there we go. He semi-joked that now his entire talk has been replaced by just do what Disco Elysium does. He has a very, like, I have a very high degree of respect for Josh Sawyer's game design. So when he praises a game as frequently and as earnestly as he praises Disco Elysium, my interest is piqued. Hey, when I got back my bullet. Oh, hold on, everybody. So if you're just joining us, Ellie likes to collect superhero cards and sometimes supervillain cards. It's in the name of Arch Enemy. A former army sharpshooter and seasoned bow hunter, this vigilante's path was forged when his family was caught in the crossfire between the New Dogs and the Society of Champions. Destroyed by grief, he turned to the most dangerous game. What, not human? Oh, not human, but superhuman. Donning high-tech camouflage and claiming the moniker Archenemy, he's menaced both sides of the war with his hunter's instinct compound bow and arsenal of high-tech traps. See, that guy I can imagine being more in the middle. So Sasha's going to step back and lurk. Thank you very much for the lurk. And for real, like, sometimes we get caught up with other stuff, and then I'll forget to bring it up at the end. But thank you very much to Club. That's awesome. we will like we won't like I'll just say that Pushing Up Roses did an interesting video on like horror games. I think it was horror games specifically, but it might have extended to movies and bathrooms. And why is that such a setting that we get? Like, there's like Silent Hill, and the Halloween series always has like bathroom stuff. And like, in all seriousness, I do think that there's something to what Zaja was saying, which is that like the restroom is where people by necessity kind of have to let their guards down, and it's that feeling of vulnerability that I think makes it a target for evoking feelings of helplessness or
Stinks in here.
vulnerability. Probably just used that word a couple times, but it's an interesting video, and if you do a YouTube search for Pushing Up Roses, you will be able to find it pretty easily. Drienne is saying not just horror games. I can think of one story game that has a bathroom incident. As can I. It is without giving anything away, because it's literally the first thing that happens in the game. But Indigo Prophecy, or as it's known outside of the United States, Fahrenheit. Hold on. I just want to make sure there's no infected in these stalls. Speaking of bathrooms. Oh, and that's another thing about bathrooms. Limited sight lines. Okay, there's nobody here. That person's dead. It's tough to shake the zombie rules, where just because something's a corpse, it might still get up and get you. But that's not really how this works. Clickers are feral. Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking to see if I need to get any of this alcohol and stuff, but alcohol and rags. Markwag says, I would very much like to see you stream Elysium. I remember some of it from McMaster's stream. Yeah, so I'll read the rest of it in just a second. McMaster was a stream that I had to like force myself. I think I probably watched about 5 minutes of him playing that, and very much like Judgment was immediately like, oh, I'm gonna want to play this, and then I had to stop watching it.
Great.
This, am I supposed to go up there, like jump or something? Mark Weiss thinks it would be good. Also, we'd like to see you play Doki Doki Literature Club and then read Tom's review of the game, which I think is one of his best pieces. So, so that's an interesting recommendation, because I've heard very good things about Doki Doki Literature Club. I know, and please, nobody in chat, let's not, because what I'm about to say is that as far as I know, am completely unspoiled in it. I know it is not what it outwardly appears to be, and that's all I know about it. So let's, I think that Markwak has a great recommendation there, and that is, I would say, a very high probability, especially since, I mean, and people can confirm, but I'm pretty sure Doki Doki Literature Club is free on Steam. Like, it's just always available. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just making absolutely sure that I've gotten everything in here. Yeah. This is going to be a deep cut, but I think one of Tom Chick's... So we're talking about Tom Chick over at quarter3.com. I think that one of Tom Chick's best works, one of his best reviews, or like a review that I think about all the time, is for... It was a Dungeons and Dragons real-time strategy game called Dragon Shard.
Stalkers. Fuck.
Fucker stalkers.
Need to find a way out of here.
So I'm about to spend a lot of time being dead. On the way, Tom's review of Dragon Shard noted that one of the design elements of the game that he
Shit. How do I get outside?
really approved was the fact that the game understood that your time and attention is its own resource. You know, a lot of strategy games have gold or Tiberium or gas or whatever other resources there might be. But Dragon Chart understood that your attention can only be split in so many directions at once. And part of learning to play the game was understanding what your limitations are in terms of how many different things are happening in the world on like these two different maps that you'd be playing on, both the above ground and underground ones. And that was such a smart observation that I am not over speaking. Look at how fucking gross this is. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta get the hell out of here. Alright, I see you. I see you. Why don't you just stay nice and still for a second?
All right.
Oh, I think it had a friend. I saw something else move over there. Yep, there's something back there. So I could throw a Molotov, and that would probably be... You know what? Fuck it. What am I carrying the Molotov around if not to get enemies that I can't get any other way? Uh-oh. I didn't get it. I thought it was right behind there, and it wasn't. I need to finish the sentence. And just 5 seconds to check chat. The end of the sentence would be, it is not too much to say that I think about that Tom Chick review all the time in multiple different genres, multiple different games. It's an observation that has really stuck with me. Just give me 1 second here to look back. Okay, so there's Marquack's comment. Chivalry says, you are literally caught with your pants down in bathrooms and scary places. Terra Luna says, DDLC is one of my favorite VNs. And that's all I'm going to say about it. DDLC. I have no idea what that reference is. I'm so sorry. And then Carolina says, I'm about to spend a lot of time being dead. Deserves a quote, which Dran has added. Yeah, so far less dead than expected, but don't worry, we still got time. So, like, there's a filing cabinet there. I want to open it up, but I also don't want to get grabbed. So, this is, I should note, the very first encounter with anything called a stalker. So I don't know how they operate. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so stalkers, little weird. Little bit weird. Oh god. I don't think I want to craft 2 arrows. Then again, arrows are more renewable than other forms of ammo. Make use of this, I guess. I don't want to waste my knife unless I have to. What else do we have? Whoa. Alright. Yeah, you know what? I'm full up on bullets. It's also, you know something... When that one came around the corner, it was just sort of like spazzing out a little bit. Like, I was like just sort of like shuffling in place or whatever. I was like, is the AI broken? But it's only just now occurring to me, they don't have faces. I don't think they can see. So I think the reason that I'm not like suffering here is that I've just been going very slowly and they can't detect Ellie. The other side of that, though, is that also I can't detect them. Yeah, see, there's something right there around the corner. I think I can peg it if it sticks its head out again. I guess part of it is that when Ellie dropped down, it looked like they turned and faced her and then scampered off. So I was assuming they could see. And I was envisioning that this would be like, without getting too specific, there's an enemy type in the Dead Space franchise that specializes in hiding and ambushing. And I was thinking that this might play out a little bit like that. But instead, these guys seem like, I still have plenty of opportunities to die here, but what they're not is sort of like velociraptoring, drawing attention in one direction, and then coming from another one. It's not so far. Crap. There is something there, but I can't see it. There's too much spore. Mia knows the characters that I'm thinking of. She even, like, when Mia was playing the section that I'm thinking of, she was even like, this reminds me of Jurassic Park. And I think I, like, put into chat, yeah, I feel very strongly that sequence of that game was inspired by the enemy movements in Jurassic Park. Yeah, I was assuming these guys would be, sort of like moving on. Also, Drienne is noting that these enemies were in the first game. I have no memory of them. Like, and we just played that. Yeah, it's time to Molotov up. That's why I'm not too upset about wasting that Molotov. Also, let's all appreciate the fact that this is an office, and in their drawer they had like a mostly full thing of booze. Every once in a while, I will be on the phone with someone and, like, pop the top on a V8 and feel the need to clarify for them, don't worry, this is vegetable juice, not anything else. That's tape. I want the tape. Trent says they were in the DLC. Where? Like, I 100% believe you. I guess I just didn't separate them from the runners or the clickers. Yeah, fungi in general kind of weird me out. It makes me uncomfortable that, like, I can look in our backyard and it's grass. And then I can look in the backyard one day later and there's a giant mushroom out there. They come from nowhere so quickly, you feel like if you just happen to be facing in the right direction, you would see them, like, you would see them just spawn up out of the ground like a clipping error or something. And it's... Oh, wait. You just hold... Fuck. Well, I am moving forward. I'm just looking very carefully as we go. So far, I've had pretty good success taking these guys out at range. Oh boy. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It wasn't great. I wasted a bullet and took some damage, but... Okay. These tables look awfully uncomfortable to use. Oh, you know what I could do? I should also think about, like, throwing a bottle to create a distraction. Mavruli is saying they were only in the hotel basement as well as once in the sewers. And also thank you for the follow to Metro Gamer. Drain is saying, to be frank, they behave a little differently in this one than the previous games in DLC. Also in the main game, they were with other enemies, so you may not have noticed. And Metro Gamer is saying that they feel more hostile. I will, what we'll do is that, it turns out that we've got, like, a video record. I will go back and look. Oh, shit. I'll just be interested to go back and look because, yeah, for the record, the more that we talk about it, the more convinced I am. Oh God, this is so gross. That it's not just that I've forgotten in the intervening days; it's that I never realized. Like, if you asked me to name every enemy type in the first game, it would have been humans, clickers, runners, and the big boys, bloaters. And that's it. Like, I didn't realize that we ever encountered anything that wasn't those. Okay, as always, let's check to see if we can... And we can go out the window. It looks like that's probably where to go. I have not been through this room. But I do have a replacement bottle for the one that I'm about to use to smash out the glass, so that's good. And... I'm thinking about whether or not to use a med kit so that I can pick this up. But it's not a full cloth? Yeah, I think I'm going to wait a little bit. And then... Doesn't look like there's anything worth looking at there. Okay. Let's go smash out that window. Sam Leonard's asking, how many people have we killed today? So far, none. Well, it depends on whether or not we consider the infected people, which technically they are, but I don't want it to fall into the street. Let's do that. But so far, we have not encountered any other talking humans. We've only encountered what feels like a brand new form of infected, and is not. They're called stalkers, but they're all dead, so welcome to the aftermath of that. So Metro Gamer went to put up something. Be aware that we do have mods, and we are trying to be very careful to avoid any sort of spoilers, so... Oh. Basically, if it hasn't happened yet, then the goal would be to not hear anything about it. Look at
the hospital. Not much farther.
And nowhere up from here. Now, I should be able to make this, but I feel like I've been batting zero on the jumps today, so... Yo! Okay. Yeah, so for Metro Gamer, just so you know, in the event of moderation, hold on, I do want to hear what she's saying as well. The goal is, please do not take it in any way personally. The goal is for us to, get to experience the game for the first time, and then as things happen, I'd love to have you around to discuss them as they go. We want people to feel like they can participate in the conversation, but with the understanding that I'm seeing all of this for the very first time, so after things occur, I might have thoughts or even things that are incorrect, but if you hang out, we'll be able to see it all the way through and then talk about it in detail at the end.
Okay. Head down to the street.
Okay, here's something I don't like. I'm just saying I would burn it all. I would burn this whole building down. You couldn't make it a livable space again. Up, see, here's some chips. So I'm glad that I didn't use that med kit. Because look at the bar down at the bottom right. We're almost all the way back up to full just from eating those like veggie chips. All right, whatever that sound is, yeah, I don't want it to hear me back. Okay. I feel like it's a stalker. Yeah. Oh, it moved. Okay. Oh. There you go, Samalander. Now we've successfully killed one person. Those things are... So, that's what I was trying so hard to avoid having happen before. And now we can see that, yeah, these things are super dangerous at close range. So... now the question is, how do we prevent that from happening again? Options do include, we can lay down some trap bombs. The thing about trap bombs and stuff is I really like them when we are sealing off avenues to get flanked, or if I perceive an opportunity to use them against multiple guys. That said, we haven't used a trap mine at all yet. Also, I can't figure out what these things can and cannot see yet. Like, if we can get up behind one... Okay. Been real fast and loose with the ammo here. Oh, what's the dodge button again? Okay, med pack time.
Okay. Time to go.
This floor, way less successful than the previous one. So, another question is, so the last time one got within arm's reach, it just immediately bit Ellie in the face, and she died. These guys were a lot more swipey, and I wonder what the difference is. It wasn't successful dodging. I'll say that right now. I'll let everybody off that hook because I failed to dodge multiple times and took that damage. So I don't know why this time they didn't just go straight in for the jugular. Sam Leonard feels like the shotgun is the right answer. It usually is in most games. Oh, the door is sideways. I was like, what kind of weird structure is this? I heard a crumple thump behind Ellie. Nope, that's just right back here. Well, the fact that I can't pick up that snack bar is okay, I guess. What's this? Shotgun shells. See, that's why I look carefully. Like, I was about to say, I've searched everything here, and lo and behold, a shotgun cartridge.
Here we go. Shit. Get off of me!
Okay. So now we do the thing where I try not to hit things. Okay.
Fuck Seattle.
Fuck Seattle? I'm not sure it's the city's fault. This kind of feels like the experience you get everywhere these days. Oh, yes. So for people wondering, yes. Joel, after arriving... So we get by measures the fact that Joel did teach Ellie how to swim. And even more impressively, taught Ellie how to swim while carrying 60 pounds of equipment on her back. Really, nothing up here at all. And here I thought I was so clever for... Oh, wait. We can climb up here. I hope I'm not missing something further down. I didn't look downstairs very carefully. I guess I'm sort of thinking to myself, what are the odds that there's a whole bunch of like ammo and stuff down here in the sewer? Then again, this is the experience you get everywhere. Others have come this way, I'm sure. Let's just look to see. Yeah, I don't see anything over there. Or over there. I think we're good. All right, ladder to the left. I thought this was a body. Nope, that's just trash. I can't tell if that... Do we think that tunnel leads anywhere? Sorry, everybody. I'm going to go over there. Also, we'll look underwater real quick. I don't want to do a thorough tour of the sewage. It's probably mostly rainwater runoff anyway, but none too clean. Oh, hello to Azaric. Also, Sam Lander's saying Seattle knows what it did. And this went... No, wait. So, there's a board here. The board has 3 hits on it. My machete has 2, and I cannot repair my machete again. That said, that board is looking awfully rickety, and it's not going to do as much damage. I think I'm going to pass on the board. The board would be better than nothing, but upgraded machete, 2 hits out of an upgraded machete, I'm still going to say is going to be better than 3 hits out of a crumbly old moldy board. Yeah, Drian, thank you very much for doing the shout-outs. It's always much appreciated because I want people to know where they can find other great content here on Twitch. While we're walking, we were talking at least briefly, you know, passingly at least, about
Get me the hell out of here.
Telltale games. Azric has been doing his first ever playthrough of The Wolf Among Us, and so has Mia. Mia just did episode 1 of The Wolf Among Us, and will be continuing on to episode 2. Please don't be locked. This coming Wednesday, and I think that Azric's next episode will be episode 3, unless I missed episode 3.
Alright. Where the hell did I end up?
For anybody joining in progress, Ellie's current goal is a hospital. It's one of the sites that is run as a sort of a forward operating base by the WLF. It might be their main base. I kind of forget, but WLF related. Okay, do I need that bottle for anything? I don't think I've done anything worth bottling. I am going to make... If I make arrows, I still have... Let me wait. Let me wait a second. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to make 2 arrows. All right. Because that still leaves me enough tape and blades to do an upgrade for a melee weapon if I find one. No, that's just a different way up. Okay.
Okay. You are here. And the hospital's there. Cut through the park.
Well, wait, the last time we had a map to work from, there was all sorts of side places to examine. Hello to Mio, who says, what's up? Everything's going very well. Hello to Blobbity Blah. Blobbity Blah, I hope that you are having a great Monday so far. And depending on the time zone difference, you may be into the early hours of Tuesday. I always forget exactly how many hours apart we all are. Blobbity Blah, we were just talking recently about, earlier in this episode, about Papalatko finishing up Disco Elysium, and how it's really lit a fire here to want to play that game. A, because it looks awesome, and B, because then I'd be able to go back and watch her playthrough. So I hope you let her know that she did an awesome job of presenting that game well. What is that? Like a walkway? I don't know. We'll go find it. I don't know, but why don't we... Okay, I hate this. Yeah. Smoke bombs seem real useful here. Shit. Oh, yes, please. Well, then again. Okay, I don't know what I'm stuck on. It sucks. Okay. This is going real bad. Okay. I want to search her body, especially since she's likely to have arrows. Yeah, she has arrows right there. If I go out and get them, I'm going to get got. I'm going to take back, you know something? I'm going to take back every mean thing I ever said about crawl quickly upgrade. Nope, I got that one. I got that one. Listen mode clarity. Faster prone movement. Yeah, I'm actually going to work my way up towards that. So let's get listen mode clarity. I know this is a great time to be taking drugs. I just feel like before it was sort of like a momentary convenience, and now in a situation like this, if we could crawl faster, I think it'd really be beneficial. Oh gosh, hold on, more raiders. Sorry, we got to pause here for a second. Hello to Ricardinho, and let me just take a quick look here. Bobby Bless says 1 a.m. here. Well, hopefully we can provide some fun, very, very early morning distraction. Yeah, Ricardinho, thank you so much for the raid. Sorry, you're catching us at a yeah, I can't see anything through the brush.
Fucker.
I bet I bet there's a language here. I bet that the whistles mean things, and that if I'm more observant, I can figure out what they are intended to convey. Okay, I saw somebody over here on the left. Or I heard somebody. So I'm just making sure that I don't stick my head out someplace that isn't properly foliated. So I'm thinking at least two. At least two are in here. And I'd be happy to go past him. The only issue is I'd have to get up out of the brush to jump up. And they're very good shots. You know, I can't see anything from here. So what are we thinking? One more? I'm thinking at least one more, because one of them was whistling, and they were whistling to somebody. Unless it was a whistle response, they didn't get the response. Wait, who's that? Yep, hold on, we do have one more. Now the question is, which direction are they facing? It looks like I can get up here, but let's see if we can just stick my head up here. Just a little bit. Yeah, they can't see me from here. Oh, buddy. You picked a fight with the Brickmaster.
Dick. Jesus. These must be the scars. Doesn't matter. Hospital. You better not have strung Nora up.
I was hoping that was a headshot. Do we see any indication of the person that I shot? Just got completely eaten by the Pachysandra. Or ferns, whatever these are. Okay. Well, let me do a quick once around to see if I can find any bodies with any arrows on them, and then we'll craft what we don't have. That was bracing. Once again, it was in my head, trip mines. Should I use trip mines? And The issue is, I don't know where they're going. Honestly, when three of them were coming up, my first thought was drop a trip mine and then book it, and I probably should have done that. I have no idea where anybody died. Sam Lander's feeling bad for the poor axe that I left behind. Yeah, that was a lot of conflicting ideas. Chief among them, I have 2 more swings. Yeah, so I've got 2 more swings on this machete, but 4 swings out of that axe is a better proposition. So I am going to grab that. I was thinking, let me use the machete until it's used up, but then I didn't have an opportunity. I tried to close distance with one of them, but it's freaking Legolas out there, just dropping arrow after arrow after arrow, and all of them falling squarely into Ellie's thorax. It's like, nope, let's get out of here. Probably not thorax, though. What do humans have? Abdomens? That's what I meant. Okay, did get 2 arrows. Oh, hello to Grumpy, who has a kitten holding him down. I'm just going to go on record to say that there's no maximum amount of kitten pictures that I feel like Grumpy and Aimu should be posting to the More Than a Mia Sandbox Discord.
Okay, here's the road to the hospital.
Okay, so I came out of that with 2 arrows, a Molotov. Yeah, so it's one of those questions of what, if anything, do we want to craft? Well, I definitely want to do these, right? Because if I craft one of these right now, we'll actually get 2, and then it'll free up that inventory space. So that's an easy call. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to hold slightly until we find out what crafting materials we have, or if Ellie gets any more arrows punctured through her. Oh. I was like, what am I caught on? I didn't see the body there. Oh, well, hold on. This is a way better axe. Well, way better. It's a perfect axe as opposed to the partial one that I've got. So here's one of the people in robes. You got a good look at him. Good enough to do a drawing of, even. Scars, fuck these people. Stay focused on why you're here. Yep. Trash. Full on bottles. True. You know something? It's one of those situations. This is one of those games where after a fight is done and the pressure's, 5% alleviated, you sit down and think about all the things that you should have done. When the 3 guys were coming and Ellie was sort of like, she had a little bit of cover underneath the ridge, what I should have done was throw a bottle at one guy and then try to shoot another one, and then shoot the guy that I shot the bottle at. I bet I could have gotten 2. It sort of depends on how quick the 3rd guy would have been with their, that or throwing a smoke bomb. I should have used a smoke bomb right then and there. Waited too long on that. Goopy's saying a t-shirt that he's cold for Ellie. Well, this is... My sense is that a lot of this is... I don't want to hint. My sense is that this is late summertime. I could be wrong. It could be early or like mid-spring, because it was very, very snowy at the beginning. But then again, that could just be... What's up, man? Like, is he infected? Because I don't know if that's a graphical glitch, or if... Okay. For anybody who might not be looking at the screen at this exact moment, that body is twitching a bunch, and kind of makes me want to put some sort of ordnance through the side of the skull. Okay, we've seen everything there is to see here. Anyway, I doubt that it is as cold for Ellie where she is as it is for us where we are. And even this was a very nice day.
Get past that checkpoint gate.
I don't want a hint. I haven't even started looking at this yet. So, get past the checkpoint gate to get to hospital access. How would we do it? Well, I would want to get up on top of this somehow. Can I balance on the garbage can? No. Can I jump up from here? Nope. Well, I can do that. Like, in terms of pathways, that just looks like a straight up road, doesn't it? Jump over here. Let me jump over here. Don't think I can get to that door. Oh boy, I'm sitting weird. It's getting to my neck. I don't need a hint. It really wants to give me a hint. Alright, let me look on the other side. Maybe we can get up on top of this van? Nope. No, the van is covered with ivy. You just can't. You can't do that. VZMO Yoga. Is that a thing? Dismo? Ah, here we go. Yeah, as Carolina says, it did look intentional. Like there was physics to it as opposed to just like a body weirding out. And it didn't have the look of like, wait, is that a, yeah, that's flashing. Is that worth making the noise it would take to get at that? I don't know yet. I guess it depends on whether or not there's a replacement bottle. Let's pencil in snack pack vending machine into our memory journal, and if I find something to break it open with, because there's nobody in the immediate vicinity. I think we can do it without getting heard. Oh, hold on, trading card, doppelganger. A strange being of unknown origin, this alabaster-skinned humanoid with yellow eyes is capable of assuming the shape of anyone you need him or her to be. The only catch, they need to make physical contact with the person you wish them to impersonate. The resemblance is near perfect, though if you look closely, you'll see their eyes give a glint of yellow after the transformation. So if you ever see a friend wearing sunglasses at an inappropriate time, you'd best be on your guard. I hear something that sounds like a pigeon coop. Alright, I feel like if I go through that door, it's going to be the point of no return for this area. I am not going to leave behind a snack pack for the sake of a bottle. We will have faith in the lords of bottledom. We'll find another one. See, that gets us back up to full health. Yeah, Carolina says, yeah, it looked intentional, the twitching body. Wait, was it doppelganger? Hold on, maybe I misread it. Doppelganger. like a German word. They covered the etymology of the word in the movie Overdrawn at the Memory Bank, which featured Raul Julia and, what was it, like Rachel Griffiths? Am I remembering the name correctly? It was somebody like that. And regrettably, she, since doing that movie, passed away, which I looked up and it's sad. Bullet? Actually, so is Raul Julia. Boy, everybody I can name by name in the movie Overdrawn at the Memory Bank is passed on. Oh, there's just, what are these? Yep, there's 2 Cliff Bars right there. Okay, so how are we doing? I'm not full on knives. I thought I had, a surplus of blades. I'm about to have a surplus of cloth, though, so we have very good med packs. Let's do a, what's it called? Yeah, see, that would have maxed out the cloth. Scrap. What they don't have, a bottle. Okay, anything else in here? Yep, there's a bottle. Got it. All right. Okay, how's that doing on... Nope, we're good. I'm going to make sure we're always... got a little bit extra space in the pockets, because you never know when we might be running through an area at high speed. Okay, and this is just back out here? Yes. Similar to saying that now he wants a Cliff Bar. I have not had a flavor of Cliff Bar that I've not enjoyed. That is a point of disagreement here. There's other strong opinions at home on terms of which Cliff Bars are edible versus not. But I have enjoyed every Cliff Bar flavor that I've tried. I'm not even sure that I have like a least favorite among them. I think that they're very good. Okay, door. Now, is there any... That door just... Okay, so that door goes into what is presumably a hallway, but look, there's a door right there. So this one might be locked from the side, and we might want to go in this window. Let's check the door first, and then let's remember to come back out here and... if this is locked.
Nope.
Yep. All right. Bottle, do your thing. If anyone finds this note, my wife, Paige, is waiting for me back in the old conference center.
That sucks.
Yeah, we met Paige and found her note. Conference center at Pike and Convention, right across from the brew pub. Please take her this medicine. She's pregnant and could die without it. I thought I could make it, but I've lost too much blood. I was sprinting through the woods, heard some whistles, and then an arrow pierced my side. I ducked into this place. I think I'm safe. Can't get any worse, right? Starting to feel cold. Then this is crossed out. Stole all this medication from the hospital. Should have grabbed some blood, too. Bad joke. Never mind. She'll tell you I'm always making bad jokes. If you find Paige, tell her I went peacefully. Tell her I hope they live happy lives. Oh, her and the baby. Tell her I love her. And tell her if it's a boy, don't name the kid after me. Go with the name we picked. Signed, Simon Vickers.
Sorry. I need these more than you do.
Yeah, I need to upgrade my hearing. Or my crawling. That's next on tap. Wait, what is this? Mia says, okay, I've been in primarily chat silent, but I have to pop in to say, really? Have we gone over this? How many have you tried? Oh, of Cliff Bars? Phew, a lot. I'm currently very irritated at our local place because they keep opening the coffee-flavored, like, macchiato Cliff Bar ones, and like, we would gladly buy them, but they're always opened. So, like, there's no way to get an accurate count or whatever, and then you have to, like, just leave at least one of the boxes closed, and then I will buy it. This is not the way I hoped it was. Why? What? I was unprepared for this not to be the correct way. Yeah, there's nothing to climb over, through, squeeze under. Huh. Okay. Oh, look, there are pigeons. That was the sound. Okay. Patikin, thank you so much for the resubscription and the raid. Hello to everybody coming over with Patikin. If you're just joining us, this is a first playthrough of The Last of Us Part 2. I'm seeing all of this for the very first time and greatly enjoying my time with it. But we're also being very careful of spoilers. Patikin, I hope that you had a great time with... So that's a different Leisure Suit Larry game, I take it from your tweets. If you had not made that clear, I would have assumed it was a continuation of the same game. Which is not in any way a criticism. It just has a very consistent art style. I hope you had a very good time with it. So just taking a quick look here. Just scrolling back very briefly. Sam Lander was asking if Mia is anti-Cliff Bar and Twitch is just doing whatever it feels like. Okay, so Patikin says it continues the same one that he played last... Oh, okay, it is. So it is a sequel to the one that Patikin played last week, but it is a different game. Yeah, just as at a glance, it looks... I didn't hear what she said. It looks extremely similar, and the thing is, that is in no way... Shit, hold on.
I was explaining something. I'll tell you about it. Just... Stop it. Listen.
They are nested with sin.
I didn't want to...
Grief.
Holy shit. Whoa. No. No, no. Ah!
Okay, that smoke is going away, Ellie. Faster. Go faster than this. I need faster stealth kills. Okay, so that's 3. 4 if you count the guy hanging from the rope. Shit.
We can keep him that way.
Oh boy.
Get the wolf.
Okay, I'm not feeling that the shotgun's a great choice here. Also, I don't know where that sound is coming from. Nope. Okay, I don't know where I'm getting seen from. This is bad.
By the car!
Shit. Oh! I fucking hate these guys, man. Alright, one of these guys dropped a melee weapon. I doubt very much that it's better than what I have. Pipe? No. I'll take my axe, thanks. A couple guys died down here. One with an arrow. So we'll check chat again in just a minute. The commentary dies way... Nope, I don't want a hammer. What is this? What is this, a sickle? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, my axe is still better than that. I want to use that just because it's one of theirs, and I really like killing people with their own weapons. The only thing better than that is killing people with their own appendages. But I don't think Ellie's... I think that's a little bit further down the the morphine track. Okay, that was more whistling, which means this isn't done yet. Yeah, Patigan, I noticed that the quality options were up for you today. Audio only is always best if you can't see it anyway. I have to check out this. So the topic that Patikan and Mia are talking about is that there exists apparently a... I don't know where all the whistling is coming from. An option on Twitch to do... to just have audio, which is helpful if you're like driving in the car. And this is something I never knew about. And it is actually fairly common that we'll be driving and have the phone connected to a charger, and then otherwise just be listening to this stream through the Bluetooth speakers in the car. Simulator says that he'll be right back. Yeah, the guy that died noisy, I think he's referencing, is the guy that got shot in what sounded like the throat when I sort of took a snapshot at the guy behind the fencing. Yeah. Yeah, that looks okay. Why don't we just pick that up? So, Ellie can take probably a couple more hits before a full med pack is warranted. It's not to say that I'm not going to use one, it's just... how full can I get? I like this a little bit more than the staircase because this, I feel like, gives me a little bit more cover. But if it comes to that ramp, we might try the staircase instead. Here's the guy that died noisy and his snack. Yeah, we might go for a stealth kill here. The trouble is, as long as he's facing in this direction, I do not believe in my ability to get in a headshot. I do believe in my ability to get a knife stab. Carolyn is saying the only times he bothers to change it is if the phone is on Wi-Fi, or is not on Wi-Fi. I do want to go back and check the stairwell. Okay, hold on. I think somebody's either coming. We can hear somebody over there on the right. Yep. We've got another entrance to this
Jesus.
stairwell.
That it? Oh, these people are fucking nuts.
We haven't
Tommy,
seen...
Hope you're doing better than I am.
I gotta say, we haven't seen a lot of fucking nuts so far. What we've seen is extremely well-coordinated combat groups. Where did that lady fall over? Oh, there she is. And I don't get my arrow back. Well, them's the breaks. All right, let me just look in here. Yeah. This is... So, I'm usually pretty good with, like, horizontal spaces. As soon as you add a Z-axis onto my 3D level, that's when I'm like, wait, where am I relative to where I was? What am I over or under? If I drop down, what do I get to? I remember The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Like, that was a fascinating game, especially... I mean, it's still really good. But at the time that it came out, the idea of, like, there were areas that you had to get to by going up to a upper level and then dropping down. And the idea of up and down simply wasn't something that was a major consideration for that style top-down, like, adventure game. Oh, yes. Okay. My need for... Yeah, hold on. I think that's gonna... I'm back up at full health, and I didn't have to use a med kit. That is just great. Yeah, as Sam Lander says, less nuts and more commitment. All right, and this is the way that we'd go up. We've got... Everything is sort of leading, like, you need to get up to the top floor, and then I expect cross over to wherever the hospital is, which may or may not be visible from here. I don't see it offhand. Here's a topic of conversation that I keep thinking about. Like, I don't think that we'll have time to do it here, but at some point I would like to talk about the fact that we weren't able to get it streaming reliably. So as a result, we didn't wind up streaming a full playthrough of Watch Dogs Legion. I have played a lot of Watch Dogs Legion since the 1 or 2 attempts that we made to have a stable stream, and I have to say I feel like it falls short of its predecessors in a couple very specific ways. Like I have what I feel would be...
Keep eyes for stragglers.
Okay.
We're being attacked! Bring in kids from back there! Troy!
Shit. Okay. I just really wanted to get away from the gunfire. Okay, here's what happens next. I improve the axe, because I've only got 2 hits from it. Now I could throw something at her. Or I could do this. Fuck! Get that arrow out. Shit! Okay. I swear to God. Okay, well, we'll count that as being on purpose. See, that guy, oh man. He gets that arrow drawn back, and... as soon as you stick your head up, he gets you. So,
I think that's it.
The big issue there was I threw the Molotov, but I only kind of
Where's the
singed.
fucking hospital?
Yeah, Ellie, we all get it. I only kind of singed the three of them. I should have closed the distance a lot faster or followed up with a smoke grenade so that even once they got themselves out of fire, I would have been able to take them out. I guess I just thought that the fire might spread, and it did not. Sorry, 1 second, because Mia was saying... Wait, so Mia was asking... Okay, so Mia was asking Sam Lander, I think, Mia was asking Sam Lander what Cliff Bars he likes, and he was also like pretty much any. Like, even the flavor of Cliff Bars that I wouldn't expect to particularly enjoy, like the apricot Cliff Bars, we got a box of them, and they were great. I don't know. I just like all the different Cliff Bars. Yeah, Watch Dogs Legion. I think without any spoilers at all, I can talk about the ways that game mechanically got a little bit too adventurous and lost sight of what made the previous games good. And I kept going back to it. I kept maybe if I play a little bit further, because the two previous Watch Dogs games, when I started them off, was like, all right, I'm not really getting this. Like, I'm not really feeling it. I don't know. And then it would sort of hit a point where everything would click together. But with Watch Dogs Legion, I realized that I had 2 or 3 very specific things I could say about why I didn't think that it worked. Boy, that looks like you can jump into it. It also looks like you can jump down from over here. And in fact, there's a doorway into the Rustin coffee shop. So, yeah, let's do it from up here. It seems like it's going to be a little bit safer. If I catch an arrow in mid-jump, I'm going to be real upset. Okay. Yeah, let's grab that. Good, 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 good. Yeah, I could do some more arrows if we wanted to. Also, Mia is back to chat silence for now. So while we're just sort of going through here, what? Oh yes, please. Nom 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 nom. Back up to full health. No, even better. Back up to 1 tiny fraction short of full health, which means that not a single bite was wasted. I love it. So, I've spoken highly of the Watch Dogs games on a couple of occasions, and specifically the realization that you come to as you play that, wait, when I have an objective over there, I can accomplish it without physically setting foot in there. And when you figure out how to accomplish some of those objectives from the safety of just outside the perimeter, you feel really clever about it. Like, it's like, wow, I solved a puzzle. I didn't just go in and shoot everybody to death. I thought my way through. Oh, yeah, we're just going to break right in here. And I was clever about it. And I did everything in Rustin Coffee, right? That's where we just were. I just want to make sure. Now, Watch Dogs Legion, I think to its detriment, takes that to the 11th level. And what I mean is pretty much immediately, and this is why it's not a spoiler, right away, they give you access to a spider bot. And the spider bot can fit into places that a person cannot go. It's very good at hiding under and behind things. And you can use the spider bot to jump and to hack anything in there. And if you lose the spider bot or it explodes, then you get another one in just about a minute. Also, and this is where, like, if that sounds like a tool that you had in Watch Dogs 2, yes, correct. It is similar to that. But, and this is where the game gets, this is where I think that they misstepped. The spider bot also has a non-lethal takedown. Yes, I don't even need that. I don't need either of those right now. We're going to leave those behind just in case we take any damage in this area. So, unlike the jumper that you had in Watch Dogs 2, you can take just the spider bot and completely clear out entire enemy outposts without ever putting yourself in any danger at all. If you are patient enough, and by patient, I mean like if you have a podcast or a Kindle hand, you just want to browse on your phone for 90 seconds anytime the spider bot gets destroyed, you can park yourself very comfortably outside of a large compound, go in with the spider bot, knock out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, shit. Move, move, move! I'm pressing the dodge button. Oh, that was your last mistake, because I got a shotgun, buddy. It just doesn't happen to be ready right now. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm trying to pull out the arrow, and now I'm trying to run. I really want that shotgun. Okay, so he's, immune to pain. Cut your ass in half, then. Remember how I said we might take damage in this area? Feeling pretty smart about not eating those Cliff Bars. Shit. Feeling not so smart about that. I really want you to stop doing that, sir.
God. Jesus Christ. Right.
Okay, I don't want his pickaxe. Oh, Salamander's saying, Mocha. Yeah, so right as the time of this speech, well, actually for the last several months, sorry, let me just grab that. The Cliff Bar Company, whatever Nabisco, Hershey Company, General Mills puts out Cliff Bars, I don't know. They have a whole line of coffee-flavored Cliff Bars. And they have one particular one, it's like the coffee macchiato one, and they're very good. I have no idea if they have caffeine, but they are all of the best parts of coffee otherwise, and I love them very much. But the local shop only puts out ones that they've opened up and people have pawed through, which, especially in the age of a pandemic, you would prefer not to have. If they would sell me a sealed box of them, which that's how we ever got them in the first place, I would be more than happy to buy them. But yeah, every time I go there, like every single box has been ripped open, like one or two have been taken out. It's like, well, maybe next time, and then next time doesn't come. All right, that's everything in here, at least as far as I can tell. So basically, the short version is that Watch Dogs Legion, and this is available like from the beginning, and then by the way, the spider bot gets even better. You gain very early on the ability to make it invisible. You give it the ability to, you can get one with a turret that will shoot enemies on your behalf. So you can basically deploy it and it will act as ranged support. This is a what? Cloth. Okay, I do want that. It gets the ability to make the bodies invisible. So even if you were like, wow, like leaving out all of these unconscious people, that's going to draw some attention. No, don't worry, because then you can just make the bodies invisible so then enemies can't see them. And it just, it takes what is already an unbalanced and overpowered tool and makes it's tantamount to God mode. It reminds me of trying to play, hold on, I'm learning my lesson here. Let me just get this reloaded. Okay. Anybody else want to charge me? Now, if you're listening to this and thinking, like, couldn't you choose not to do that, not to use the spider bot, use one of the other things? And the answer is yes. Like, and that is, it's a way to do it, I suppose, where, like, in order to have fun with the game, you have to voluntarily choose not to use built-in things in the game. Like the spider bot is the default tool, as far as I can tell. It's the first thing that you start with. So you can invest in other perks and other skills and other operators and choose not to use the spider bot, or only use the spider bot in a non-combat capacity so that it doesn't, like, kill, take out and neutralize everybody in the place, and therefore preserve some sense of challenge for yourself. But just playing off stream, I played it for a while, and then I dialed it up to hard difficulty level, and then I dialed it up to permadeath mode, and just it's incredibly disappointingly easy. It's not even like, I can't even say cheese your way through the game. It's just, again, being slightly patient and saying, because here's the thing, no matter how agitated the enemies get, they will never come after you, the character, as long as you stay outside of their red zone. You can be standing in plain view of them, tossing spider bots over the wall, and they will just allow you to do so because you're in a public space. It is a regrettable design decision. I'm going to press the wrong button. Let's make one of these. Caroluna says he bets there's an achievement for using only the spider bot throughout the entire game. It wouldn't surprise me. And, like, the thing is, this is something that could be fixed. It could still be fixed. They could introduce a mode or an option in the options menu to remove the spider bot's non-lethal takedown. Like you can't do takedowns. They could actually set that to be part of the hard difficulty level. Hold on, that's not the sprint button. Sprint! Okay. But it's like, imagine an action or stealth game of your choosing. Imagine this game, except Ellie stays at Maria's place. Hold on, we just found a manual. I gotta see what this is. Ooh, chemistry.
I should skim through this.
You should skim through it. It's a brand new upgrade branch, all about explosives. And it's the last one. Look, no more padlocks. So, craft explosive arrows. That sounds great. Improved trap mines. Craft more effective trap mines that are deadly at a greater range. That sounds very good. Increase the effectiveness of your Molotovs, spreading fire in a wider area. That sounds great. Craft more trip mines and then more explosive arrows. I like everything in this. Wow. I need way more drugs. I need so many more drugs. I want everything in both of these. I want everything here. So, I think of the set Explosive Arrows, because Explosive Arrows gives me something else to spend my crafting materials on, so I won't be full as frequently. And also, like, I can just think of, like, a couple recent things where craft explosive tips that deal massive damage in a blast radius. That just sounds like I want to do all of those. Press triangle while aiming to switch arrow types. Let's do it. All right. And now let's make some. So, explosive arrows take tape and explosives, which is great because I don't have a lot of other use for explosives. So, yeah, man, let's do it. So you only get one each. I want to have more regular arrows too. So I'm going to do one of those. Yeah, and let's set that aside. Sam Lander says, need that Molotov range. Indeed. I got very spoiled by Joel's improved Molotovs. He would basically just toss one and half the level would be on fire, and then he could just smoke a cigarette and wait for all the enemies to be dead. Ellie's, could really use some spread. Okay, so that's everything over here. I just want to note that I am holding the jump button. That is her absolute best running go against that thing, against that gap. And this is something that I really didn't expect to bother me, but just to finish out the Watch Dogs Legion conversation, the other thing that, unfortunately, I have to say, has proven to be a detriment to the game design. Hold on, we might get interrupted here.
Better still be there, Nora.
Okay. The trouble is, I'm not feeling very comfortable across this wide open roof. I feel like we're going to get whistled at. This one's much shorter, and I think that this is something that I could see past if the actual gameplay mechanics were good. The decision to not have a main character, or rather, I guess you could argue that the main character is simply not the player. That's the weird thing about Watch Dogs Legion. It's the fact that the main character in the story is not anyone that you're playing. You're playing one of the grunts, just one of the random hirelings that is employed by DedSec, and the main character is occasionally talking to you or sharing story details while being off and doing something much more important. And I could see my way past that because, like, there's games where I don't know or care anything about the main character. I couldn't tell you one personality trait that Ryu Hayabusa has in the Ninja Gaiden games. I'd have to stop to remember that the man has dialogue, and that's fine, because that game is all about the gameplay mechanics. And I'm comfortable with that. But in Watch Dogs, even though your character has basically just sort of like a pretend personality, a stamp-in, procedurally generated, like, I'm trying to think of like a word for it, like copy paste of a personality. They still have a lot of dialogue, but also like you don't have a character at all. Like you have multiple characters, and at any given time, your character might die or go to jail or otherwise be in the hospital or whatever. So you wind up switching to a different character, and they tried to employ mechanics to make the characters feel different, like, oh, here's a character that when they do a melee attack, it'll cause a shockwave and damage multiple enemies. Oh, here's an enemy that knows gun kata, and when they do a melee attack with a gun, it's an instant knockout and stuff. And it's like you want to try these things and you want them to be cool, but they aren't. And the character that you're playing with does have dialogue. And as a result of having a character with no personality and like no set role in the story, have dialogue that they're talking through, all of the conversations in the game come out as incredibly generic. It's the equivalent of like being at a party and finding yourself in a conversation with somebody who clearly remembers you from something, but you have no idea who you're talking to and are like, you don't want to admit that because now you're too deep into the chat. So you're like, yeah, oh, yeah, right on. Oh, I don't remember that. Was she the one with the, yep, that's the one. And you're just like not saying anything at all. And that's how all of the conversations in Watch Dogs Legion play out. Every single one of them is, hold on, I just got 20 drugs. Can I spend 20 drugs on anything? No. I can. Improve trap mines. Craft more effective trap mines that are greater and deadly at a range. Let's do it. I like everything in the explosive tracks. And this is not me being like a weird firebug all of a sudden. It's that everything on that track will make Ellie better and more capable at surviving. And that's what I like about it. I don't need this bottle for anything at all. Nope. Sam Leonard saying of Watch Dogs Legion, he has a personality trait of jumpy, also swordy and throwy. And Sam Leonard's further saying that he never had that conversation. Yeah, I mean, in an ideal world, you'll be like, sorry, my memory isn't so great. Like, I want people to know that if I don't remember if I've said hello to... Oh, hold on. Get back to that after we read all about Bot Mandar. Once the solar system's most notorious pirate, Neptunian Bot Mendar became known for hijacking resupply ships, threatening the nascent colonies of Europa and Enceladus with starvation. Pursued by the Future Alliance into the asteroid belt, she flew her ship too close to a mysterious wormhole and found herself back in the 21st century. Though she initially enjoyed her newfound superiority, she quickly became frustrated by the limitations of our 21st century technology and sought out Spark. Her offer? Her knowledge of the future in exchange for a way back to her own time. She's all the way to villain. I also had a lightsaber in that picture. Or I'm sorry, a ray sword. A beam blade. Tom, I keep hearing gunfire at odd hours. We have no one to protect us from this crazy cult. We can't wait for the WLF to find us. We have to trek to their base and join them. I've started stashing supplies in the safe. Heading out to scout the best route. We'll be back with the plan ASAP. Be careful, MK. Almost forgot the code is 385523. There's just one problem. I have not seen a safe. There is this area over here that we haven't figured out how to get into. What can we learn by looking through the door? Or the bars? Not a lot. Let me go over here. Did I like it? The Conversation, Brian, or Watch Dogs Legion? I stopped playing Watch Dogs Legion. There are sometimes games that I'll play extensively off stream, and I just don't think... Like, that was my thought with Watch Dogs Legion. Like, we can't make it run stably on stream, so maybe I will... I don't want to go out here. I want to find the safe. Where's the safe? Where's the safe? Okay. I'm frustrated by the fact that I cannot see... Nope. And this is just a brick wall. Now, here's the good news. Watch Dogs Legion actually came free with a video card. So, put $0 into that one. And therefore feel pretty good that it was not something that that we paid for. Because I would have bought that. I probably would have gotten it on sale. It probably would have been about half off at one of the holiday sales. But it doesn't hold interest. It feels like one of those games where, like, Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs 2, the further that I went, the more I felt like the options and stuff unlocked. Oh, and also here's another thing about, like, no matter what settings we used, I was not able to make the game feel good while driving. I do not know how to get into this pharmacy. I think I found a way into the pharmacy, everybody. Patigan says that he's dropping a lurk. Patigan, thank you very much for the raid, and I hope that you have a good sleep. I looked everywhere. I didn't see the hole. I didn't see the giant hole. So there's the safe. That's good news. Let's look around and find other stuff first. I'm almost full on cloth, so let's get another Molotov, especially since we're about to make better Molotovs. But here's the thing. Watch Dogs Legion is not a bad game. It's not, like, broken. The fact that it doesn't feel good while driving. There's a hitch to it. It feels like every time you turn the car 90 degrees, the game sort of like hiccups just for like a hair of a frame, and it's like it doesn't feel smooth. Also, there's a lot of like odd graphical glitches in the middle distance. So I've never even looked at upgrades for the bow. We haven't been at a table to upgrade the bow. Plus 50% knocking speed and draw speed. I do like that. 60% stability, or add a range fire to automatically mark the distance of enemies on the reticle. That's 80. That seems like a quality of life thing. The stability thing will allow me to hit the things that I'm shooting at. I'm going to upgrade that. Now we've got 70 scrap left. Oh, hold on. She's got to actually do it. I like this. Salmon feels like there should be more drugs here. As do I. You think the pharmacy would have a bunch of them. So Mia's going to pop out for the Kyber Shard stream, and that's going to happen over on the Mia Discord. I'm hoping to find a good stopping point soon. I don't want it to be in this pharmacy, but we'll see if we can... Yeah, nothing there. I don't think there's anything I want in the shotgun except maybe that capacity upgrade. Then again, I mean, I've never run out of ammo with... I've never had to reload with a shotgun in combat. The shotgun kills what you shoot at it every time. So I don't think I'm going to do that one. I might do the rangefinder on the bow or something. Let's take a look at this. Is this just fire rate at this point? Yeah, I don't need that. And then this is... So reload speed would be nice, but I think the draw speed on the bow is more important. I'm going to take that. Oh, she actually restrings the bow. Look at this. All right. And 20 scrap left. I don't think that's enough to do anything at all. Okay. So, Kyber Shards is a D&D campaign that is handled by the... it's primarily airing on the Geek Pantheon's channel on YouTube, which you could find very easily by doing a YouTube search for Geek Pantheon. But with Geek Pantheon's blessing, Mia does a watch party on the Sandbox Discord, and that is starting up in just about 2 minutes. Let me just take a quick look at this. 38, 55, 23. I'm not going to talk here. I'm going to forget it. 38, 55, 23.
There.
Sam Lander says that's not how you string a bow. Yeah, you sort of like step through it and like bend it over your leg. At least that's how I was always taught. I guess they wanted to keep the camera nice and tight on the table for like load reasons and so forth. All right, that's everything here. So I keep looking at these shelves. I keep thinking that there's something that I've missed, but yeah, for a place that I had so much difficulty getting into, place is actually pretty well swept out. All right. All right, can I go over here? This area is... I'm actually not sure which way is the way to go. I'm pretty sure it's the way that we just looked at, but I just want to see down here first. Which also leads the same way. Okay. And then let me just look up and over here, and that brings us back into the front end of the convenience store. Okay. So, yeah, unfortunately, Watch Dogs Legion sort of hits the it's the perfect balance of game mechanics that aren't very engaging, just because it's not even that they're easy to break, it's that they're balanced around putting the player in absolutely no danger whatsoever. And then also, there's no investment in the story, because as you're playing through, like, even if you have a favorite character, like, you always get the sense that you'll find another one. And, like, the characters don't level up, not really. You just sort of, like, swap out different gear for them if you want to. So you can just give everybody the spider bot or whatever. So they don't wind up feeling very unique outside of, like, maybe one. Like, I guess some of the more elite guys have, like, 2 perks. And it is... It feels like a step back from the two games, and that's it. I mean, that is everything that I can say. And, like, honestly, it's one of those games where even if I was inclined to spoil it, I'm not sure that I was exposed to enough story beats in all the time that I played to want it. Now, it's possible that they will patch up some of the... It's one of those things where sometimes I'll talk about a game that's broken, and it is just fundamentally unfixable. Master of Orion 3 will never be a good game. It is broken from the core outward and can never be made... Hold on.
Well, no one was looking. We're searching the area, just in case she's still around.
I did not have
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about?
Oh, was I was not intending to listen to them. Watch Dogs Legion could be fixed if Ubisoft was so inclined. I feel like there are some things that they can do mechanically, some specific things they could do mechanically, like nerf the spider bot, make the enemies more aware of, like, hey, someone's hacking us, we have to, like, leave this one area that we're in. Hold on, she went back up on her own. Okay. You know, improve the driving and the way that the game sort of, like, streams in levels. It's not... Uh-oh.
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
Easy. Easy.
Do you know a girl named Nora?
Sure, yeah.
Where is she?
In the hospital.
Where in the hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Fuck. That was dumb.
Okay. No lie. I was actually going to say, don't kill this one Ellie. She seems like she's maybe just on break. Like, I was thinking, knock her out, tie her up, render her unable to warn her comrades. But, see, that's why I would have gotten dead right there. I was looking down here. And that's it. That concludes... Ooh, hold on. We've got a wrench. How do I feel about wrench as opposed to my thing? That wrench looks pretty solid. I've only got 3 hits left with this axe. I think I'm going to get that wrench. That wrench looks like it knows the business. Goofy said the game gave you a free moral pass. Yes. Get out of guilt-free. I also feel better because her taste in music was bad. It's probably actually a game. What do you think this was? Oh, it was a game. Look. Oh, is this like Hotline Miami? That's what it looks like. Wait, was Hotline Miami out in 2013? Yeah, Sam Lander says he thinks it's a video game. Yeah, it looks exactly like... The top-down perspective looks a lot like Hotline Miami. Wait, that's a Vita! Oh, I didn't even pay attention! It's a PlayStation Vita! Because those existed in 2013. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, let's listen to this.
Both the way. The word is we're almost wrapped up.
Good. I got my girl waiting for me at the flag.
You shitting me? They put you with Joe again?
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. Oh, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
Oh, man.
You gotta trust. Over here!
I thought I could get him. I thought she was going to take an extra minute to, like, not a minute, but... Oh, boy.
Fucking shit. Fan out. Check the whole courtyard.
No, I don't. No, I'm not fighting the dogs anymore. I did enough of that. I don't want that anymore. All right, we'll just stay on the move. Shit. So I really want to stab that person, but the problem is I don't know how far away the dog is. Oh, okay, so Sam Lander is heading out for pumpkin time. Shit. Oh.
Was that her? I'll check it out.
Fuck. I don't feel like I have a lot of great options here.
We might have her.
Let's go check it out.
I got you covered.
What? Was that her?
That drawstring upgrade really just came in handy. Holy shit. Let's drop a bomb right there. Okay.
By the desk!
That bomb really hasn't paid off yet. There it goes. Okay, anytime... Oh, I wasn't ducking. That's why.
Push forward!
Okay. I got nothing. There's so many of them. Goofy saying, stabbing random lookout in the throat. Okay, killing a dog, that's a bridge too far. Yeah, it really is. I did not like... Shit. Oh, she turned around. Okay. Oh, we're gonna make a big assumption about what's over here.
Over here!
Oh, God. Nope. Oh, there was a guy in my... Yep. Okay, none of this is right. No. Mio says, kill me that one arrow takes them out, but multiple gunshots to kill them. Yeah, I feel like the arrow gets a huge damage bonus when you're stealthy. I don't know who is in this next room. So we know that this person sort of like doesn't come into this room, or at least hasn't on the previous passes, but I don't know where she does go. But yeah, you would expect the bullets to hit harder than the arrows. Okay, I don't want that. Not yet.
I'll see what's up.
There! Behind the desk!
Okay, so the wrench has a downside, is that it's not a blade.
Run her down, boy!
Fuck this dog! Damn it to hell!
I got her! Holy shit! God damn it!
Oh, you've got to be shitting me. I think my autosave has put me into... The decision to not try to take these guys out on the way in, I feel like is really coming back to bite me. I don't think that I can... There's too many dudes.
Fucking ambush! Think it came from over there! Got her!
Yeah, Mio, you're right. Like, one arrow puts him down, but multiple gunshots, they just sort of, like, shrug off. Can't believe I have to fucking kill that dog, man.
Keep it up!
All right!
Okay, Ellie, you gotta get up.
Keep up the power!
Shit.
Get closer! Slip back there!
Caught her! By that counter!
Right there!
Okay, smoke bomb.
Get her from the side! Copy that! Look out! Smoke!
Okay. Whoops. That's not what I meant.
Don't let up!
Done! Got her! Bring her down, boy! Here! Here!
I hate this. Fuck. The AI in this is good. They're constantly flanking.
I got her! Look!
Fuck!
Keep her in check!
Holy shit! She ducked over there!
Shut it.
Okay. I gotta say, I'm not feeling the wrench. Okay. I accidentally used 2 smoke bombs, but fortunately I can refill those very easily thanks to our upgrades. Never even occurred to me to use the explosive arrow. You would have thought that I was so excited to use that, but here I am with full of that. Let's definitely make another of these, and I'm going to wait on this decision. Otherwise, I did not come out of that as bad as I expected to. Especially since I died so many times on the way getting here. Mio's saying even a smoke bomb is stronger than a gunshot. Yeah, I mean, I know that there's a difference between a bulletproof vest and a stab-proof vest, that they're made from different materials and constructed differently. But it does feel like the arrows are way, way, way more lethal than the average bullets. Okay, well, see, I'm glad I didn't wind up missing out on all this stuff. This section either requires... Whoa. Someone just caught a glimpse. You know what the way through this section was probably going to be? Not stabbing the very first guy and getting spotted by his compatriot, and then setting off the alert of every single person in the area. Oh, hello to Moo, who says you might not be feeling the wrench, but that that person sure did. Yeah, the smoke bomb victim caught a face full of wrench, and it put him down in one shot, which I do have to say felt pretty good. Okay, we should be able to have this bag of chips. Now, Moo, if you or anybody wasn't aware, there is a watch party for Kyber Shards happening over at Mia's Discord, the Sandbox Discord. And these streams always last... Shit. Slightly longer than I expect them to. And it doesn't feel right to save right at this particular moment. There's so much killing left to do.
We got it!
I don't see her! Fan out! Check the entire courtyard.
Goddamn.
Find her and bring her down.
Okay, so she's talking to somebody. Let's see if we can land a silent shot. Although it might not be necessary. If I can
Quiet.
Oh, thank you to TTV Bot for the follow. I hope you're having a nice Monday. Okay, so I feel like that door is where we're trying to get to. I could be wrong. However, there's been, yeah, lots of crafting materials that I've passed by. Now, an issue is that she was talking to somebody, or at least thought she was talking to somebody. I might have killed the person that she was talking to. Anything? Nope, we got everything in here. Oh, rifle round. Yes, please. Pills. These rooms are constructed similarly enough that sometimes I'm going back through them because I'm trying to see if I've missed anything, and other times I'm going back through them because I honestly can't tell if I've been through that one before. Alright, this will probably be the last room that we scour. I don't see anything on these sort of center stages, and nothing back here. Oh, stuff here. Oh, hey. Yeah, no, I could go for a medikit. Yeah. Let's, use this, get all the way back up, take our free medkit, and we're back on the road. Moo says that she's almost done playing Control and wants to see the end. Control is great. Now, when you say the end, are you thinking of the end of the main story or the end of the DLCs? Because one of the DLC packs takes place after the end of the main story. The other one can actually be started from partway through. Which is information I think is important to have on expansion packs, because burned isn't quite the right word, but irritated by the DLC expansion that they made for Pillars of Eternity, because it turned out that it cannot be played after the main game. It has to be played as part of the main game, and if you finish the game, you cannot pursue it. So you have to like reload from an earlier save. So word to the wise there, once that DLC, the White March material, opens up, do it right then, because it is intended not to be played at the end, but right when it unlocks. It's actually level balanced for that point. We should try to do a... Whoa. Okay, I don't know who sees me yet. Whoever that is. We should try to do a stream once of, like, a random part in Pillars of Eternity. It wasn't like a full playthrough, because I'd already been playing it a long time, but I actually found it stressful. Like I like the game a lot. However, streaming it proved to be stressful and very unfun, because like I wound up like immediately delving into a fight that I felt ill prepared for, and I just wound up getting like killed over and over and over again. It's like, wow, this is like, I managed to stream like the least fun part of that game. Carolina says that's so stupid, probably about the DLC thing, and Moo's saying, I don't know if I even have access to it because I'm playing on the Xbox Game Pass. I'm pretty sure, Moo, that is the Ultimate Edition, which would have all of the DLC. I could be wrong, but I would expect that it's all there. Wow, full on cloth, full on alcohol. Yeah, if I can find a way back up there, I might even get my arrow back. Yeah, the thing in Pillars is just weird, because Pillars came out well after Fallout 3, which was famously excoriated for having a conclusion to the main story that precluded playing beyond that part. And it was so unpopular that they patched it out with one of the expansions, which was like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense to design a game where you are unable to continue after finishing the main story, and you're like forcing players to reload from an earlier save if there was anything that they left undone. It is incredibly common in games that when you complete a story, it will then sort of like open back up. Even if it says like this is the point of no return, it will, after the conclusion of the main story, open back up, regardless of what the story itself is, and say, okay, you know, we are going to cut you free at this earlier point so that you can run around and do whatever it is that you want. Pillars and is like a fairly rare example of a modern like post Fallout 3 game that like didn't get that lesson. And like it's just important to know that when Pillars of Eternity says this is the point of no return, it really means it. You cannot go back from that point unless you have a save game, period. And I just don't understand it. I am looking for a way back down. So the game wants to give me a hint. I do not want to accept a hint. I do want to progress to the next area. Oh, Ricardo is headed to bed. Ricardo, have a great night, and thank you so much for the raid. Okay, I don't want a hint. Let me look around. Let me see if we can find it. I don't feel like I've been in the specialty care center. I've been in the specialty care center multiple times. I keep walking up to that door because I think it'll open. Can I jump this? No. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I mean, in real life, you just sort of stand on the sandbags and get over here, but I feel like this is a don't go this way door. Moo is saying, I think of herself that she'd find some way to die over and over again, even in Farm Sim. I think, oh, nuts, what was it? What was it? What was the game that we were playing that I was saying that I think, oh, Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation was my game of, like, unintentionally, I have accomplished a playthrough where we have seen every possible permutation of death in every scenario where it is possible to die. I mean, I'm looking for a way to the hospital. That was the clue that we got from the lady that we stabbed in the throat. When it says press L3 to... Yeah, it's not going to let me walk around on top of a tarp. It does. Now, one thing is that it has spit me out into this area. This has got to be the way. The main entrance. It has to be. We're trying to get into the hospital, right? Except I've super been here. Oh, I might have to hit the hint button, even though... It's just sort of a general lack of direction is what I'm struggling with. This is a large area with a lot to look at, and pharmacy, this one I don't get to go into. Oh, I have not, to this extent, I think, been tempted to hit the hint button. Now, this area is brightly lit. Usually brightly lit areas are like, hey, come this way. This is what you're looking for. Medical research. Oh! Yeah, I'll take that. This is it. This is the door that said this is the way to go. Okay. Yep. Skitter's saying that the lack of direction is by design so you don't try to bolt past everyone, but it can be annoying after it's all over with. Yes. And in that case, it turned out that I'd been to I'd been to the door and then promptly forgotten where it was, and then between you and me, I'd forgotten that I just said there's a door there because I wanted to go explore. But yeah, I would have liked to have stealth past that last section. And hello to you, by the way, Skitter the Tryhard. I hope you're having a nice Monday. But using the light was, you know, proved to be effective. Okay. Check the corners. Oh, this one we might do a read on it. So we've got a list of musts, lots of X's, but nothing for gel burn dressing, blankets, or muslin bandages with tape. Muslin? Hold on, what does that say? Muslin. Okay, muslin. I don't know how it's pronounced. If available, that stuff. Be sure to dig into the corners of the second floor. There are still rooms we haven't opened that might have things worth taking. Don't go near the lower levels, signed Sam. And I think, by the way, that is why the hint button exists, because it's sort of what Skitter was talking about, which is once it's over, then they want you to be able to make progress. I just have an irrational desire to continue making my way. I like the fact that I get to say, I've never hit the hint button in any Naughty Dog game. It's like, we there's so few things that I can take, what's this? Pride in. Okay, so we hear
You, Nora?
some things. And, yep, there's a vent to climb into. I don't see anything else to get, but I'm definitely going to turn off this light before we climb in there. Yeah, someday, just for expedience sake, I'll hit that hint button, but I like trying to figure it out whenever possible. Oh, Skitter says you can turn off the hint button somewhere in the options. I guess I like the fact that it is present, even if I choose...
The fuck was Abby here?
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this, I'm gonna say what I think happened.
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
Wait, is this a Batman open, or is she gonna, like, just bang it open? Nice and quiet, Ellie. Okay, good. Moo is saying it's not, muslin. How are we doing on tape? Not a lot of tape. Enough tape to do an upgrade to my axe in 3 hits. That's how much tape we have. What is this? Drugs. Hey, do I have enough drugs to do another upgrade? Also, what did I pick up that... Hold on, what is it telling me that I... We have a yellow dot on this as though there's something new. Map of Seattle. Okay. Moo saying it's Ellie as Bruce Willis. Yeah, that hadn't occurred to me, but crawling through the ducts. I actually have a friend who gave me a, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't look like anything unless you shine a light through it, and then it is a shockingly accurate relief of Bruce Willis climbing around in the vents in Die Hard. So I think that half-open door is where I'm supposed to go. Let me check this door. Nope. One way out. Alright, I don't hear anything.
Don't scream. Put that shit down. You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
What do you want?
Abby was here earlier. Where'd she go?
I don't know. You shoot me. The sound will have every soldier come running.
You'll still be dead. Tell me where she went and I'll think about letting you go.
We could have killed you.
Maybe you should have. Or maybe you should have stayed the fuck out of Jackson. Where's Abby?
You still hear his screams?
What?
I hear them every night. Yeah. Yeah, that little bitch got what he deserved.
You fucking...
Help! Trespasser! Somebody, please! Over here! Nora! You can't escape this!
Shit. No.
Shoot her! Stop!
God damn it!
Got you!
I'm bad at jumping. Oh, okay. Oh, swear then.
Come on!
Throw down your weapon!
No, wait.
Back up!
Put your gun down!
You can walk away from this, okay? I can...
Shut the fuck up!
Gun down! Hands up!
Get back!
You have nowhere to go. Get downstairs! Take her out!
Map's gone!
The fuck's the power doing on?
Doesn't matter. Find the trespasser.
I'll handle the clickers later. These guys. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. Fine, buddy. Fine. Fine. Let's do this first. Shit! Okay. Skitter said, looks like you thought of the same strategy I did, mostly anyway. I wonder where they diverged. Okay, now that we know the clicker is around. Okay, that's not a person. Keep moving, Ellie. Oh, that's not... Okay, that's not... Never underestimate how much I would prefer to have my shotgun out. Oh! That's not who I thought was going to come around that corner. Okay.
Damn it, they picked up on us!
Fight to death!
You know what I should really do before touching all of this off? Take out... Okay. Take out the shotgun. It's the thing I keep saying that I want to have, and then I don't actually take it out. Okay, dummy. That's not the right button. Let's do this. I'm gonna swap this out. I want to keep... yeah. Let's do this. And then...
Over here!
Oh, that's not a great way to start.
Push in! Wipe them out!
Fire up!
How are we doing? Anyone else? Okay. Fortunately, that guy came around the corner and couldn't decide if I was furniture or not, so that gave me enough time to make the decision for him. I very much need some arrows. The only trouble is, yeah, I didn't wind up using my melee weapon at all, nor my explosive arrow. So... yeah, most of my shotgun shells, but hey, that's why they're here. Alright, let's swap this out for the rifle, since I've got a couple extra bullets for that. How many lives have been lost trying to conserve shotgun ammo while dealing with clickers? Those, like, on the failed attempts, that was, in my defense, not an attempt, not a thought out and considered attempt to conserve ammo. That was me just not having the shotgun handy. But like in general, oh, for sure. Like, I think that that's a common thing. I am abundantly ready to use shotguns against clickers, and I've just in this episode learned that there's a difference between clickers and stalkers, and the information is now new enough that I'm not sure which those were. They sounded like clickers, so I'm going to go with what that's what they were. However, I am all about making sure that shotgun is dead ass empty if it helps to save a life. As long as the life is my own. I just kept forgetting to equip it. Every time I would die, I'd be like, this time shall be different, and then do the exact same thing in the exact same way. Okay, there's nothing in here. It's not that I can find anyway. You never know when, like, a spore area is going to have, like, a whole pile of drugs to take. Also, what is this? Just random glass, I guess. So, Skitter's saying that a stalker can't insta-kill you. I thought, and again, this is totally new information for me. I thought that a stalker insta-killed me in an earlier part of this episode, but to my eyes, stalkers and clickers look identical. They are humanoid with a big mushroom face, whereas like the bloaters and the shamblers is the other one. They look very distinctive to me. Like, those are very clear when one is one and one is the other. Alright, so I guess we've done a once around here. We'll head up here. So much ammo. Oh, so much ammo I'm leaving behind. Yeah, I might have been out of health as well. I took a few hits ahead of that happening.
Okay. Where'd you go?
Yeah, she's full-on infected. She's not going anywhere, not for very long. What was it that Ellie and sorry, not Ellie, Joel and Tressa in the first game? 3 hours? Is that, you know, the average time it takes to turn? I hear her. I'm just making sure that there's nothing here because I want drugs. Unfortunately, this appears to be the records department. Keep fewer drugs.
Hi, Nora.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Where's Abby?
You're breathing spores. You're her.
You Firefly?
There are no fireflies anymore.
Where's Abby?
I'm fucking dead anyway. Why would I tell you anything?
Because I can make it quick. Or I can make it so much worse.
Think about what he did. How many people are dead because of him?
Last chance.
I'm not giving up, my friend.
It's me.
Ellie. Are you okay?
Christ. Is that your blood?
She's hiding out in this aquarium.
Okay. Come on. Let's get you cleaned up. Arms up.
I made her talk. It's okay. I don't want to lose you.
So normally what we've done is played through these sort of like flashback sequences and then that's the end of the episode. But as I said at the beginning, we are a little bit tight on time, so we're going to have to end it here. This is going to be one of those cases where 5 minutes after the episode is over, I will think of all of the things that I would have wanted to say about this moment. The spore infection on, for some reason in my head, her name is Lyra, and that's not her name, but the woman that Ellie just interrogated was so much worse so quickly, relatively. I thought it would be one of those things where, like, she wouldn't be able to catch her breath, and in an hour would be worse, and then in 2 hours would be worse. I was not expecting it to be, like, as thorough throughout her whole system, black veins and all. Nora, thank you, Drienne. Um, Also, this is just sort of like an odd, like, meta technical detail that I noticed, but when Ellie arrived at the theater, in what would in every way appear to be a pre-rendered cutscene due to its quality and like the incredible fidelity of the scene, she had over her shoulder the upgraded bow that we got and the one explosive arrow in her quiver, which is either an unimaginable attention to detail that they re-render that cutscene depending on what your character what equipment your character happens to have at the moment, or much more likely, it's not all pre-rendered. It's actually like the character models, and it's just, technically speaking, this game it continues to amaze me. And that scene in the basement with the emergency lighting just looked astounding. Emotionally, it is, what I'm seeing is that Ellie decided on the way out of Jacksonville, if that's the right name, that she would do whatever it took to avenge Joel. And here was a circumstance where she had to make a choice on how far she was willing to go, and decided that she was going to go all of the way to find Abby. And I think that when she arrived at the theater, it's another small detail that I noticed is when she took out the map to point out the aquarium where Abby is, her hand was shaking, and shaking in one of those ways that's so subtle it's hard to know how an animator could do it. And it's much more of sort of a human interaction. I know that they do motion capture. It's just clearly the weight of everything that happened was coming down on her. And for all of what we just saw, it was heartening for me to see Ellie say to Nora, I forget the exact, I can't lose you. I don't want to lose you. I'm afraid to lose you. Whatever it was, that she finally said it aloud, because I felt like that was what I had been reading into her silence so far. And there is, to me, up all the way through that scene, no doubt in my mind that Nora is all... Why did I say Nora? Why did I say Nora? Dina. That Dina is all in on Ellie, and Ellie just needs to be able to accept that and to trust in Dina. And I hope that it's not just in a moment of vulnerability that she realizes that Dina is someone that she can lean on, and that Dina is strong enough to take it. But that's my immediate thoughts on that scene. Let's take a quick look on chat. Skitter's pointing out that she was breathing spores nonstop. She would have been dead inside of an hour, I bet. This game is a technical marvel for sure. Yeah, Skitter, since I think this is your first episode with us, I consistently misname Dina as either Jody for no reason at all, or Nora, because now I've learned Nora's name and have applied that to Dina. So I tend to mix up proper names a whole bunch, which is just a odd memory quirk. But that's it. That's everything that I can think of for the moment. What will almost surely happen is that for episode 6, I'll start off with a 15-minute recap of all the things that I didn't think to say here. I would have liked to have stealth packed. I really didn't like beating the dog with the wrench, but that's that. And smarter tactics in combat. It's always satisfying to do something right the first time, and then you'll hit a point like that basement scene where it's just like, oh boy, try number 5 here. Anyway, what we'll do is find somebody fun to raid, but assuming that it's still running, I do encourage people to jump over to the Sandbox Discord, where Mia is going to be continuing her Kyber Shards watch through. And if you miss it there, please do a YouTube search for the Geek Pantheon and watch it live. Give them the likes and views that it exists. Yeah, Skitter's saying that they also do it in real life, the mixing up of names, whatever. Also, Marvuli says, this is only the second time I've watched your stream, but I gotta say, I love how much you observe everything and think things through with your gameplay. It's lovely to watch. Marvuli, that means a lot for a specific reason. One of the themes that you'll come up here, whether you watch through with this one or see other games, is I want to make sure that we're engaging with games in good faith. That's sort of a real thing here. It's the thought that there's no reason to expect that anybody from Naughty Dog would ever stumble and come into this stream. But if they did, I would want them to feel like we are giving their game a fair shake. Whether I like a game or not, whether I approve of a particular decision, that I'm at least looking at it, thinking about it, trying to engage with it. Like, it's why I tend to read all the cards and stuff. An artist or writer sat down and made up all of those superhero cards. They made up all of the... when I say made up, they sat down and thought about it, and they wrote those notes that we find around there, and they try to give each people their own voice and their own handwriting. And I want them to know that their work is appreciated, because I play these games on stream the way that I would myself. So for real, that means a lot. Carolina was also agreeing. Let me just scroll back. I would just want to see what Skitter said. Chat is always an issue. By the way, you might enjoy lowering that amount of ammo you collect if you want to learn different strategies. I will never have too much ammo, not in this game. But yeah, I know that we've been able to make it through entire encounters just stealthily, and also the luring a group of infected into a group of enemy humans is an old standby from the first game. However, the fact that you can't throw the trip mines is something that I've struggled with in this game, just because I feel like I need a clearer vision on how the level is put together before I know where would be a good place to put a trip mine. That said, like in that basement, now that I know how that basement is laid out, putting one in the doors of that back sort of operating room area would be a smart thing to do. I just didn't know that in the time that we were there, and I'd like to make better use of the trip mines in particular. The Molotovs I feel like I've got. The smoke bombs I should use more often. The trip mines I have not. I've laid down one and it blew up and then I died. Not from the trip mine. I just didn't survive that encounter. So technically speaking, I've not used one successfully in a battle that we succeeded, and I'd like to do better with those for sure. Skitter's saying this is one of the few games that I think loses a lot of its value, especially at lower difficulty. So for what it's worth, this is normal difficulty, and I feel like it's mostly right. I wouldn't object to playing on a higher difficulty level in a future playthrough, but we played The Last of Us and then its expansion at the normal difficulty level, and it felt like, for me, I like a game where there's a fear of death, but not to the point where death is just like, oh, okay, died again. Here we go, just reload. Like, that's the point where death loses its sting, and it's more just like, okay, now I'm just grinding against the difficulty. Here, I always feel like there's a play. I always feel like, okay, no matter how bad this is right now, there's some way out of this. I just have to think. I just have to be able to work through it. And that, to me, is where the difficulty is just right. That said, there are times when Ellie catches like a full shotgun blast in the chest, and I lose like a third of health. And it's like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And given the fact that she's wearing little more than canvas, it's like, oh, okay. But I'm willing to take that in terms of just keeping the flow going. So the Skitter rather could write a paragraph after paragraph about the combat in this game. Yeah, and the AI is very well done. The AI reminds me of the best parts of Fear, which is a little bit of a deep cut, where the AI was smart enough to recognize your position. They would have audible barks about like where you were. And most importantly, the AI seemed to understand how to navigate the level, of how to get around behind you, but also what parts of the environment were covered that it should move behind. And that makes it feel smart and dynamic and like playing against real people. And also the fact that there's different AI characters for the different types of infected as well. It's very, very well put together. Mavruli saying, I feel like it's all relative to the skill of the player. Easy, still very challenging, and resources can feel scarce. I will say one thing, and this probably goes to what I consider to be a detriment of my playthrough, or deficit. That's not quite the right word either. But I am frequently full of resources, which says to me that I'm not making efficient use of the things that I can craft in the way that I should. And then for every episode, I'm like, okay, this will be the one where I use trip mines. And it's just, then I don't. Andrian saying that the story is worth it regardless of difficulty. Yeah, there's certainly games like, I felt like we got a lot out of playing Darksiders 3 on hard. I feel like we got a lot out of playing Jedi Fallen Order on normal. Sometimes it's a balancing act of where is the right level of challenge going to be relative to the quality of the story. And the better the story, the less driven I feel to focus on maximizing my engagement with the game mechanics. But also, you do want to feel like you're in danger. right? Like, if this game was too easy, it would be like, well, what's the threat of the infected? Like, what is everybody so afraid of? That was a big Wing Commander thing. Boy, this has turned into a long outro. But in the Wing Commander games, it's like the Kilrathi are the most dangerous enemy to the sovereignty of man that has ever been encountered. They are violent and ruthless and numerous, and humanity's really on its back heels. And then your character would go out and kill 40 of them in a mission. And by the end of your career, you've killed thousands of Kilrathi. And it's like, guys, what is the big deal? Tashir has just resubscribed. Thank you so much, sir, for the resubscription. We were just getting ready to wrap up. And then Skitter's saying it's about how it will totally change the way you play and the way you feel while in combat. And on that note, and this will be the last comment that I make because we do have to bounce out, that is very much an observation that I would have about the BioShock games. Mass Effect, especially Mass Effect 2 and 3. The BioShock trilogy and Mass Effect 2 and 3, in my view, really shine on hard difficulty. At normal, they are serviceable. They're good. They're fine. Like, they're well put together and they've got a good story and they're worthy of engaging with. But as soon as I dialed Mass Effect 2 up to hard, that was when it was like playing it for the first time. It was like, oh, biotics. Like suddenly you get it because the enemies they can absorb so much more damage and they can dish out so much more damage that you have to find ways to circumvent and you do crowd control. And that's where you get into the tech abilities. That's where you get into the biotic abilities and how to combo them together. And suddenly those combat arenas come alive with how well put together that combat system is. And also, ditto on Andromeda. I know Andromeda gets a lot of grief, but people who are fans of the channel have heard me say on multiple occasions that game had the bee's knees of Mass Effect combat systems. You routinely did things in the combat system in Andromeda that they only showed off in cutscenes in the other games, and I thought it was really well put together. There were a lot of other things that Andromeda sort of tripped and fell on, but the combat system was not among them. And Skitter is also saying, I played Bioshock 1 and Infinite on hard way, way too long ago. Yeah, those are... We've been talking in 2021 about revisiting some of our favorite games, and Bioshock would be on that list. Then we'll take a look. Also said there's tons and tons and tons of AI differences, techniques you lose access to, which will give rise to all sorts of new situations. Yeah, agreed. And... again, it's a balancing act on what difficulty on what game. Anyway, I have to cut it there because we have to... I have some stuff to attend to, and then we're going to find somebody fun to raid. But again, if you haven't already checked it out, please do check out twitch.tv/morethanamiya. Thank you to Patikin and Ricardinho for the raids. We might have gotten another raid from somebody who I have forgotten. And also, thank you very much to Mia Chivalry. Club gave away a gift subscription, and also to Tashir for the resubscription. And if I've missed anyone at all, rest assured that we will look in the logs later and feel bad about it, and then hopefully shout you out. That's going to do it. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys as early as tomorrow for another stream. If we miss you tomorrow, then it is more likely that we will catch you on Thursday. And whenever it is, it will probably be the next section of Left 4 Dead 2 because we want to make a dedicated drive on this. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.